What's up? One, two, three, and you're live. It's your girl. Got my boy
Yeah.
Yao. What up, Yao? We did it at the same time. What's up, guys? Finally, Wild Ruckus is in the building. All right, so Yao, we're gonna get real wild with it. We had a couple of things we're gonna discuss today. The first thing that I would like to discuss is the fact that G Easy got arrested. I know it's been discussed before, but I'm such a fan, and I love Halsey, and they're such like a power couple. They're like our modern day Bonnie and Clyde. What'd you think about that? I sent you the link. I think it was I got on Google. They said that
Well,
he was being like aggressive and all of that. Like he got arrested for coke. That shit's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, it's not surprising with everything that's going on now with all these artists and everything and
The celebs,
exploiting
right?
them now. So it's not surprising to me, to be honest.
It's not surprising at all. It's just entertainment. Isn't that crazy how people just love to hear this shit? Like, that's the crazy thing about it. It's just easy. He's just another guy. But guess what? He raps about drugs in his song. I mean, my favorite track from him is that him and I with Halsey, his girl. He's like, yeah, we do drugs together. We get high together. Hey, he got arrested. Of course, they all do drugs. You know what I mean? They're all, that's how Hollywood is. You know?
Yeah, see, and unfortunately, I can't say I was a big fan of him to know him too much, but from what from reading and seeing what it really is, I'm really, really not surprised. This is really, just right now, like I said, it's just a lot of people just breaking silence from a lot of the stuff that's going on,
Yeah.
which is a good thing, and it's happening in the industry. I mean, it's just funny how people's doing it like they waiting
They,
so many
expl-
years,
yeah, to come out with stuff.
just
My
like with
thing
the
is this.
situation,
Yeah.
the
My thing is
situation
this.
with Nas and Khalees, for example. Like, why she wait so long to try
To
to
say
expose
they
Nas?
yeah, to try to expose. The thing is with this, it's just like it's a whole nother realm. It's a whole nother world. You see, it's like underground artistry, what I represent. I have a lot of people who are amazing talent, right? But they can't get signed. They don't get signed. But these celebs get signed. It's a whole nother world out there. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let it get to you. You can't let fame get to you. You can't get a big head. You can't, you're not God. You're not Gandhi. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these celebs, that's what they think. They think that they can get away with murder.
And of
you know?
course,
And they're
you
just a
gotta
regular person like everybody else. That's it.
exactly, and especially when you become a public figure in any
Figure, yeah.
entertainment, what happens? You got all eyes is on you because everybody's waiting for you to ruck up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's waiting for you to mess up. They just
Yeah.
want, you know what I'm saying? That's right now. That's what's selling, and that's what sells right now. It's either trolling, it's either
Yeah.
negativity, everything right now. That's
Negativity.
what's
It's such a
selling.
shame. It's
I
such a
mean, look
shame
at
what
the.
hate can do to people. It
I,
really, really is.
I
Hate
got
is a disease, if you
question.
ask me.
Just in case, have you seen the video by what's his name? Child Gambino, I think.
I
America,
don't
sound like that. This America.
I don't know. You know what it is? I listen to a lot of my people like underground music, like you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this music that's on the radio and stuff like that, like I never know what new song is out because I love listening to original music, like good music. But I don't know some of these new artists at all. If it wasn't for my 21-year-old, well, she'll be 21 in June, but or Cito, my son, if it wasn't for them, like he's 15, he watches YouTube like crazy. He loves YouTubes, and then YouTube is like the new TV to these kids. But this music that comes out these days, I don't know who that is. I don't know because I honestly, to be honest, I don't watch the news. I don't. I do not watch the
Uh,
news, and I don't listen to the radio. I don't. I'm all
nice.
about underground because the subliminals, the music. I mean, what the hell is going on when my son's 12 years old? He's going, Molly Percocet, Molly Percocet. I'm like, what? Turn that shit off. You feel me? You
I
feel
mean,
me?
that's just
This is crazy.
unfortunately.
What's unfortunate, yo, society's bugged out, my dude.
Unfortunately, that's what's selling, and it's funny how you could say Molly Perkins in the beginning when the first song when the song first came out, it was just on the radio
On
playing
the radio.
constantly. So of course these kids is gonna get curious, and
Yeah, and want to
especially the
try
ones
that.
that
He
don't
don't
know.
even know what that
And
is. He's 12 years old. He doesn't know what a prescription drug, a painkiller, Percocet is. That's my beef with the society's screwed up, man. The government of the first crooks, man. It's crazy. Those airwaves, what's on the radio is poison. It's straight poison, if you ask me, pa. Straight poison.
that's
It's
how
not
they
good for our
really.
kids, man.
And unfortunately, that's the best way to, unfortunately, the best way to rebuild America is to let it self-destruct, and that's what they're working on.
Yeah, it's a shit show. Look who's president. You know what I mean? It's like watching an SNL when I turn out. I refuse to watch the news. I knew they weren't going to let a woman be president. But come on, Trump, bro. And it doesn't even have to do with Trump. That whole shit is a whole shit show. It's freaking conspiracy, if you ask me. They're crazy. Anyway, to be wild is to be wildly creative. And I wanted to start off with that topic, and I'm going to tell you why, Papa. Because a lot of people look at J Love and be like, yo, that bitch is crazy. She be wilding, this and that, blah, blah, blah. To be wild is to be wildly creative. Okay? That's what that's about. That's what our show is about. That's what our listeners, we're gonna give them the pure wildness. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do it the right way. I don't want no crazy monkey business on my show or any of that. I want it to be all about spread art and spread love, because that's what the wild movement is about. I want to represent Ruckus Radio in the right direction, the right way. And I'm very proud to have you on my show. So
Thank
that's
you,
why I
thank
wanted
you.
to, yeah, I wanted to open up with that article, because people can't judge a book by its cover, and don't believe the hype just because you see what's on one page and the other page. Look, everybody's famous on Instagram. Oh, J Love is this, J Love is that. I had one guy put up my profile, try to sabotage me. I was going to sue him, defamation of character. He was a disgruntled graph writer, had the nerve to go in on me and do this shit. I said, listen, Papa, Instagram is not everything. I said, this is entertainment. What does it say? Arts and entertainment. Am I right or wrong? I
I
says, you
mean, I
think that's
love.
my life every day? People think I got money. They think I'm rich. Because I go for lychee martinis. You think I paid for that? No. I'm a fucking blogger. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't mean to drop the F word. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I don't pay to go to clubs and stuff, and I hate clubs, but if you see me somewhere, believe me, I ain't paying for it. Like, I'm a goddess. I get beautiful things, you know?
Nah,
The
for
hell?
me, see, social media, or let's just say
Yeah.
Instagram, it's for
Yeah.
me, it's entertainment. I love it for the form that you could basically, whatever you feel or whatever you say. Sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be bad, but you get to express yourself, and a lot of people could listen to you, and at the same time, others could relate to what you're saying, and each one teach one, and you never know. It's a great way to network if you use it the right way. You know what I mean? If so to each his own on how
Uh-huh.
to use it, but
Yep.
and I
Let me
and
tell
of
you,
course I
that's what
like,
I
I
always
love.
tell people. I says to myself, listen, I told people, I remember when I first started with MySpace. Remember MySpace? I had my kids was not allowed to use it. My daughter wanted MySpace so bad. She's like, no, 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 okay, behind my back. Like, look, they could never prove. There's a cat. Who's making all that noise? Somebody's moving around making noise. Uh-oh. Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's it.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that. Sorry about that, guys. I know that hurts the ears to Ruckus. But what I'm saying is the thing about the MySpace, right? So that my daughter, she wanted the MySpace. Those sites could never prove if these kids are 18 or over. It's a crap. It's crap. So she got the MySpace behind my back. She must have been like what, 11, 12, who knows? After that comes Facebook. MySpace was knocked out of the. There's no such thing now. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's a shit show. MySpace is no good. Da da da. These social media sites, they are poison. But let me tell you something. They're not poison. It's how you utilize it. If you're going online and you're like, oh man, everybody's having a bad day, they gossip and this, that, if that's what you're looking for. It's how you utilize Facebook. You go on Facebook because you're using it for what? You want to be in everybody's business, then that's your business. That's what you're using it for. See, I love Instagram. Dudes and broads, they can slide up in my DM all day. Bring it on. Wild DMs. Look it up. The hashtag. Follow it. You heard? Go on Instagram. Follow my hashtag. Hit me up. It's the portal. Instagram has been the portal to all my connections and all my networking, everything that I've done thus far, okay, including this show. It is how you
facts.
utilize, yeah, wild facts, my dude. You already know.
For real.
Hashtag wild facts. Those are the facts, okay? I popped up on somebody's live. I heard a voice. I saw an image. I said, wow, look at this guy. And then he was like, yo, J Love, hit me up on my DM. Like, yo, Instagram, literally. has made and has changed the world. It's changed my world, and I use it with a positive vibe and a positive force. When I go on the gram, I go with great vibes. I don't go looking for problems or gossiping or look who did that or look who's doing this. No. And now I barely have time to even post content. I never thought that that could happen to me.
See, like I could tell you a little funny story about Instagram.
Yeah.
Before the Yao came to life, I was
Right.
basically doing street bombing. Basically, of course, illegally,
Yep.
I was in the streets doing graffiti,
Vandal.
and I had that. I guess I grew that charisma where that narcissism where I could just take pictures of everything I do and
Yep.
post it. Or of
Yep.
course,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, you do it for the likes. And long story short,
Uh-huh.
that got me caught up with the law over
Um,
Instagram. So
oh shit. Vandal squad.
it actually made headlines, and the
Oh
headlines
shit.
was Instagram ego leads to arrest to graffiti artist or whatever. Da, da, da,
Oh
da, 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 da.
shit. No
And
way.
long story short,
Wow, I
basically
didn't even know that.
I self snitched on myself, and that's why basically now if you look at
Wait, my
my
dude,
IG,
did you
I
open up
just
your
got the
profile with like your, wait, you were putting your tag name? Like, how'd you get caught? This is crazy.
basically I just kept taking pictures of everything I do and I just posted, you know what I'm saying? And
Oh my God, I need super fast.
living in a community, this small place where I do, the cops ain't stupid. They got
Yo, my
one,
dude, you just cracked me up with
you
that one. So you
know,
basically snitched on yourself.
I self snitch, you know
Oh
what I'm
my
saying?
God.
And that's going on a lot right now with social
Well, they
media.
gotta
So
be
that's why,
careful. You know what it is with your graph writers, if you don't mind cutting you off, Papa. Um, the thing about these graph writers, I've been documenting street art and graffiti. It's been going on, what, 3 years now, I think. I started off in Soho, the Lower East Side. You could take pictures, I mean, obviously, and you can post them. But you got to be really careful and strategic on what you're doing and how you're doing it. Number one, you guys don't show your face. Everybody knows that. But you can't be putting like your original tag name matching to the profile. That's why you guys all switch your names up. It's crazy. Trust me, Vandal Squad and the cops and all that. The best thing that ever happened to them was Facebook and shit like that. They could track anybody. It's all connected if you ask me. But excuse me one second. What I'm trying to say is I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I'm so sorry that I'm laughing because it's like they bomb in, they got people videotaping it, they put it on Instagram. Like, dude, be careful, man, you're doing a crime. Like, don't be, publicizing that. You know what I'm saying? You guys are vandalizing. I just think it's hysterical. I'm so sorry that happened to you, bro.
Yeah, nah, that's why I stick to, to places that, I really can't get in trouble. I'm not gonna lie. That
That
kind
shit
of,
cracked me
that changed
up.
my life and perspective on. I was like,
Right.
what the, I was like, what am I
Yeah.
doing? I was like,
Doing,
yo,
right.
I just really snitched on me, basically. All it
Right.
took is just you Google a hashtag and it'll bring you right to
Yep.
everything.
Yeah,
And
to
it
everything.
was
That's
just,
right. That's the new world error, I like to call it.
and
The
I
new
guess,
world
for
error.
whoever's out there, pay attention and, what I'm saying, don't be like these cats out here threatening people if you get mad and watch what you
Oh,
say, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
The less you say, the better
the
it is,
better.
you know what I'm saying? Action speaks louder than words.
That's right. Action speaks louder than words. That's right.
So, all that barking on the internet, just,
Oh, that's
I'm telling
ridiculous. I like to call it, you know what, sometimes when they say people get beer muscle, when they drink too much beer and they're making plans, they're like, yo, we're going to do this, we're going to go to Cape Cod, blah, 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 blah. The next day they're like, yo, I ain't doing that. That's called beer muscle. It's crazy. People get like Instagram muscles. They think, oh, they thought the Instagram beefs and all that. Listen, I ain't with that shit, man. That shit does not fly for me, bro. Not fly for me. I says you
yeah.
get that stuff off my page. It says whoever keeps sliding in my DMs with hatred and all that stuff that's going on. I don't like none of that stuff, none of it. I'll just block you. I have no problem losing a follower. I don't care. I don't do this for follows. I don't do this for likes. I do this because this is what I was put here to do on this earth. I was born to talk. I was born talking. If you ask me, my sister, she's mad quiet. She's 9 years older than me, and my mother used to have these nicknames for us. Guess who was Miss Thing and Miss Heather? So she was Miss Thing, and I was Miss Heather. And she doesn't talk. My sister's so quiet. Not that she's antisocial. She's just a different person. That's all. And my mom always goes, "Well, you were born talking for your sister as well," because all
Yeah,
I've ever wanted to do is have a talk show. You see. So the fact that this is actually really happening to me, it's a big deal because this is a start of something really amazing here. You see, I represent a movement that's talking about spreading art and spreading love, and I love graffiti. So who better than to have on my show than you? Number one, you're the only graffiti
thank
writer
you.
that, yeah, hello, and you're the only graffiti writer that represents the Hum Militia. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, since day
Yeah,
one,
day
before day
ones,
one, for real.
day ones.
And
That's why I talk about genuine support. You heard? Don't get it twisted, and don't let it become crooked. So I also want to
nah,
let the listeners know that on this show, we're going to be featuring original poetry and spoken word that I've been recording. I've been doing a mixtape. Now, I would love when we do our music break. I sent an email over to Ruckus. If he has it, he can play it for you guys. The piece is called Lyrical J. It's a compilation of three different poetries, and it's pretty dope. And shout out to Geo, the architect, and he's given us full permission to go through with this, which is dope because he produced the whole thing. And shout out to King's Legacy. That's another movement that I would love everybody to follow. They represent nothing but pure, genuine, straight up. This guy's, Reaching Nova, Geo, all these guys, man, Willie, Wilfred, these guys are the truth. Everybody's been like, yo, who's Reaching Nova? J Love, who's these people you work with? Who do you work with? I says, listen, everybody works together on my team, you see? We work with other movements. That's what we do. I represent the Red Star movement. Shout out to Hectad, the real Don J, and Nikolai Khan. You know what I'm saying? Red Star movement is a dope movement. I represent the Wild movement. I represent the Her movement and King's Legacy. And then you better represent Yao. It's a religion. Follow that movement. You heard?
yeah.
Yeah.
And now,
So
AKA
yeah,
y'all knows. I have to
Yao
shorten it up for the
knows.
people.
Yeah.
Y'all knows.
Yeah, knows
Real
because the thing
simple.
is, yeah, the thing is, I couldn't find your ass. I was like, "What's all these underscores?" I said, "My God, he's scared of the Vandal Squad again."
Yeah, it's just now,
That's like I be
y'all.
switching up the profile names, bro. That niggas be driving me crazy with that. I can't even find people. I'm like, they change the name so much that I can't do it. I can't deal with it. But it's nice to be part of something that's so special. And I also wanted to make clear here today on my show that I'm not biting off the Wild Style movie. No, you see, I am a writer. I'm an author, and I wrote a book when I was 16. It's called Wildflowers.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah, huh? What you know about that? So Wildflowers, that's where this whole name came up because people think that I was copying off, that Wild Style movie with the graffiti and the thing in the Bronx with the breakdancing and all that.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's an old flick. It's a classic. Everybody that does graph knows the Wild Style movie. You know what I mean? They thought that I was biting off of that. You know? I just want to make that clear. Ain't no biting off of that. This is original. This is me. And it's not about DK with the Rihanna song. But somebody made me something. I liked it too. It was like a promo video. It's really dope. I have put it up. I don't know where it is. I'll find it again. We'll use it. And it has the Rihanna song. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, thoughts. I was like, nah, that's not where it comes from. It comes from Wildflowers. I'm a big fan of I don't know how to express that to you guys. I just freaking love them. And I love butterflies. One time I went to a sanctuary of butterflies in Kansas. Shout out to freaking Kansas. That's right. I was there. I went to Joplin. You know what I'm saying? And I wrote a piece about Joplin. And, I traveled and I write. What inspires me is graffiti, art, the streets, the people, everything, nature, willow trees, you name it. I could look at something and I can instantly write about it. I'm a machine, my dude. Straight up machine. That's what J. Love's Wild is about. You see, we want to showcase all art, Bobby, graffiti, music, original spoken word pieces. Like all of that's going to be on the show. And I really hope that it'll take all these listeners and everybody and try to get some unity back in this again. And also just shine, man. Let's all shine together, bro. Like whoever's down with my movement and down with my show, I appreciate it. We have something special that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we're going to dedicate Wednesday to nothing but graffiti and art. Wild Wednesday is going to be really dope. And what we're going to do with that is I think, yeah, you had a great idea, honey, that you had the baby canvases. I love them. I'm a huge fan of those. You know the size on those? What's the size, honey? Do you know the size?
the one I got is
Yeah, the one you got.
basically it's about
Oh, this one's from Blick. It doesn't have
six
the sign on it.
6 by 8, 6 by 8. 6x8 or a little
Six
bit.
months. Okay, I think we have the
And
same
I'm
one,
planning
right?
on doing and I
I
got
want
bigger
you to
ones
do one.
too that I want to
Yeah,
give out.
yeah. Yep. We're gonna do some collaborations, me and you, on some pieces. You heard? And then we're gonna put them up.
Yeah.
And if people really like them and want them, they can donate to the PayPal. They can donate to the movement. You know what I mean? That's what this is about. I want to keep doing people's shows. I have a GoFundMe, www.gofundme.com/jloves. All right.
Yeah.
So, what's up? I'm sorry, you were gonna say something.
Nah, so far, nah, I'm just looking at the screen and I just want to give a shout out so far because I'm, like I said, this is all new to me. I'm doing this as,
Yeah, you're
and I
doing
just want
great.
to, so far, I see, some people donating and I just want to thank y'all. I haven't been
Yeah.
quick enough to read them, but I see,
All right, that's what's
some,
up. Take
thank y'all
it
for,
away. Give them the shout outs.
for the
Have wild
vandals
thanks. You tell them wild
and
thanks. Yep.
see, time I see you, what I'm saying? Yeah, good
Yeah.
looking. And
All right.
Jay Quan salute, you know what I mean? And
Salute.
everybody in the chat room listening, and and not for nothing, I always notice one thing. If I could bring this up, it's just funny to me though. But I just want to
Yeah.
also give a shout out to that one person who always like comes in or tune in, maybe for a few minutes, but just to hit that dislike button. I want to give you a shout out because that takes
Yep.
a lot of energy of your
Energy.
day to just come
We love you,
and
haters.
hit that dislike button. I appreciate you because
Don't let
it
that
takes
phase you,
effort.
Papa. Listen, let me
Oh
tell you
no,
something
it's just
that.
it's
Yeah.
funny. I'm sorry, I just had to share that with
No, no, no.
everybody
Go
because
ahead,
I
baby.
just find it funny.
Listen, let
I
me
just
explain
find it
something to
cute.
you. Hold on, y'all. Let me explain something to you, y'all. Don't pay mind to that top chat. You hear me? That's
Oh
the
no,
first
no,
piece of
no,
advice I could give you. Don't
no!
pay
I
attention
gotta.
to that top chat. You know what I mean? Hide the top chat. A little bit, and then you can look at it. Look, what I'm doing right now. I'm sitting in my office, and my computer. Guess what? My monitor doesn't work. My work phone. Guess what? I only got one charger. I can't charge it. It's dead. This is my show. I'm paying attention to my show. I appreciate everybody listening. Shout out to C-Town and all you guys. I love you all. But I want to do this the right way. I learned something along the way, and it's this. I can't be involved with the top chat. It's going to take away from what I'm trying to do here. I love that people are donating. If you are donating, I can't see it. So I just want to say thank you so very much because this is my dream. Thank you to Ruckus Radio Network. You know what I mean? Thank you to everybody that was there, everybody that's not there, everybody who's still there. Shout out to everything and everybody. And let's talk some wildness. Let's get real with it. So now we're going to bring up Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Yao, you're Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, New York. I was born
Boricua,
in
ya tú sabes lo
Brooklyn.
que
You know
hay.
what I'm saying? I was born in Brooklyn, but of course, I got a lot of family in Puerto Rico, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on over there that, I mean, all we could do is just bring awareness to it and maybe, awareness, with that people give information, people
That's
spread
right.
information.
That's
Just
right.
gotta make
Be
sure you're
aware.
giving the right information, you know what I'm saying? So everything I
Oh, I'm
say,
sorry,
well,
guys.
of
Somebody's
course, will
calling
be
me on the other line. I'm not
allegedly.
going to take it, obviously. I don't know if you guys can hear the beep sound. That's one thing that I was also taught that people should know. I'm live now. They shouldn't be calling me, so I do apologize. Hold on one second for me, baby. I'm going to put
Don't
this
hear
on
me.
speaker in a minute because okay, it stopped. All right. So moving forward with the Puerto Rico thing, it's sad. It's sad because I started to learn something, Yao, and I learned it from you from the link that you sent me with the guy who was talking. There's a lot of corruption there that starts within the island, within their government already. You see, and the
Already.
place was yeah, already it was already a shit show in there. Come on, but we are a commonwealth. You see, we are like the 51st state, if you will. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that didn't want to do the whole thing. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans out there that don't want to do the whole thing. Then the other people that want to be the part of the United States, the whole thing. Listen, we needed help. We had a hurricane. It's just like any other. It's sad. It's like going back to the levees and the whole thing that happens in what you call it in New Orleans. Where was it? New Orleans or whatever. I forgot what it was, but you know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is this: it's crazy what's happening over there, and it's sad. It breaks my heart. It
I
really
mean,
does. Me duele. It hurts. You feel me?
the crazy part is that, not for nothing, a lot of the stuff that Puerto Rico needs, it's already over there, but due to some union crisis and a lot of truck
Yeah.
drivers not wanting to drive unless getting paid a certain amount of money, they basically decided just not to deliver the stuff to the people that's needed. So, as an island, everybody got to get
It's crazy.
together and help each other. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
So instead of donating to these big corporations, you got to, a matter of fact, use your money and do it yourself. I mean, I know it's probably a little harder, but if you got family out there, send the help straight to them. Don't even donate to the big places. Just, there's a lot you could do if you're willing, to make a difference over there.
Well, yeah,
And
listen, I had tagged you on a picture. It's unbelievable that people were getting, uh-oh,
getting shot away with the
getting
rubber
shot.
bullets, and there
They're
was
getting
actually
shot with rubber bullets. And what's happening over there is really sad. So they're
it,
having these riots. And if, oh my God, the images are just out of control. I don't know if a lot of you listeners or anybody who's Boricua knows that there's a Puerto Rican newspaper. You can get it in any bodega. It's called Vocero. V as in Victor. Ocero, I think it is. Vocero or something like that. It's an actual Puerto Rican paper. The front page, it's always like 100 bodies on the floor. They're killing each other over there. It's sad to see my people doing this. It's crazy. It's like the drugs, the corruption, now the hurricanes, like, oh my God, I'm watching the images. I cannot do it, man. It kills me, you
and
know?
it's
I have
basically
family over there. You kidding me? My mother's mother had 12 kids. They were all born in Puerto Rico.
there was in a lot of
You know?
cable and TV,
There wasn't that much
but
cable back in those days.
not
12
not not
kids
in
Doña
the
Juana had. May she
yeah,
rest
not
in
in the
peace. That's
mountains.
crazy. Now in the mountains, bro, they had so many kids back in the days, big
no no
families, like
no signal.
no signal.
So
No signal.
like
You funny.
big families.
Yeah, so it's sad to see that, a lot of things happen to my aunties, people lost homes, man, and it's just so sad. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what this year is going to be like coming now next month in June for Spanish Harlem. Shout out to El Barrio, you guys. I am from Spanish Harlem. A lot of people say, Joni, where the hell are you from? You know, but I'm from Spanish Harlem, born and raised. I'm from 109 between 5th and Mad. And we have something every year for this Puerto Rican Day Parade and the Puerto Rican Day Festival. It's always a big, big thing. And I never go to these things, but this year I feel like I have to be there. Like I have to be there and represent for my people. You feel me? I hate to go to
And
those things, like, because it's too many people. Last time one girl got, oh my God, it was crazy because they act like animals sometimes. So you know how
unfortunately,
that goes. Unfortunately, I hate to put my own people under the bus, but hey, but that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? I'm Puerto Rican 100%. I know where our faults
okay.
are, but every apple has a bad apple. But it doesn't mean that the entire tree is rotten, my dude. You just gotta get
No,
rid of the bad apples, my dude. That's it.
that,
The tree of
exactly.
life.
See,
Shout out to the tree of life. So what I'm trying to say is, I really don't go to these festivals or these parades, but this year I'm going hard and I'm going to represent, and I got to do it because I'm Puerto Rican. Look what's going on in that country. Shout out to the real beat boy, y'all. Shout out to Timeless. That's his album. Shout out to Timeless. It's a sick album. Right now they're filming videos as we speak. I was trying to get an MP3 for y'all for this song that already has like what 3.8, I don't know how many views. 3.8K views or something. It's called Maria. Okay. And the real Beat Boy, you can look that up, and it's spelled boy is spelled Boi. And that is my homeboy. Okay, I know him for years. He just turned 23 years old. He grew up with my family. Shout out to Teddy Love from Motown. That's his manager, who's my cousin's godfather. That's right, y'all. Teddy Love from Motown. And the thing is, it's just like, Kevin wrote this song. Kevin is the real beat boy, and it kills me because it's unbelievable. Like the images, the whole video. I know Ruckus has it. I know that we're looking to possibly put it up so that everybody can see this, because this kid is a phenomenon. He's being compared to like a Puerto Rican Marshall Mathers, if you will. So shout out to the real beat boy. The track is called Maria, okay, and it talks about the island and what's going down. And it's a cool tune. It's catchy, and you're all gonna love it because it has that thing, Maria, Maria, like Carlos Santana. It just so happens that the name of the hurricane was Maria, so the kid's a genius. Shout out to the real people, y'all. I think we should take. How long have we been on the air now? Because I don't have anything working except my phone, and it's on my ear. What time is it
right now it's
right now?
438.
438. All right, no, we can still keep talking.
And so I just want to, just real quick, I just want for the people that don't know what's really going on too.
Yeah.
After the storm, basically they try to have a peaceful protest, and it was allowed, and they were going to, I apologize for not saying the name of the building, but basically where, you know, most of the, I would like to call them elite people are. And of course they barricaded the area with police, and there was a bunch of course, college students and just all types of people, doctors working, because I don't know if a lot of people know they trying to close down schools. I mean, over 19 schools they trying to close down.
Yeah, why
not giving money to the teachers.
Oh God!
And
why is this happening? I just don't. This is a new world era. This year, what's happening is Armageddon, and this is all. If you ask me, this is all in the Bible. All these wildfires in Cali, all these hurricanes, all this is the world is changing into. This is crazy. This is crazy.
So it all started, of course, just like every other protest. It all started.
Yeah, it started peaceful, right?
Peaceful, but I don't know about It seems like that peaceful protest never works anyway. It just seems like they
it turned into a riot.
They want war, and what I don't understand is that this is one island, so I'm pretty sure that all these cops and you know, all these cops, they fight in their own family. I mean, I would like to think that, I don't know. But it's like, how
I know what you're trying to say.
Family over the government instead of fighting the government that's corrupted.
Exactly. And there's too much drug dealers over there. The drug dealer life over there is a big thing. It's like, you know how they say that Puerto Ricans are too flamboyant, we think we're all that, we're too flashy with this and that. No, but that, you know, we like to live good. You know what I'm saying? It's not that we're arrogant or cocky, but they're all into the drug dealers have a corruption with the La Perla, you know, about the worst caserío over there, you know? My ex-husband is from there, La Perla. the drug dealers, they run shit over there a lot, you know? That's how it is.
Should be in that front, they should be in that front line fighting with everybody else.
Yeah. They should, but now reality is settling in that they had a natural disaster and everything is messed up and nobody's making money. Everybody's broke. Nobody's flashy. And they got to get the root of the problem, man. They got to find the root of the problem.
You know? It's the island. And,
it's the island and the government and the
U.S. If people don't know, we're a property of U.S., and they could dispose of us at any time. They could just say, you know what, we don't want to take, you're not Commonwealth no more.
Exactly, that's it. And I'm scared of that happening. Could you imagine? Jesus.
I mean, I've seen, you know, I've read a lot of papers and seen that, you know, they already tried. I mean, it hasn't been passed, but they really don't care. It seems like a lot of people is just trying to make, you know, going to make profit out of this. They're going to make a lot of resorts out of the disasters. A lot of people are going to buy property and rebuild things, and a lot of it's going to be for profit, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, now, you just reminded me. I'm glad that you said that, bro, because when I was in Boston for the weekend, I met this young man. He's Portuguese and something else, but his name is Jesse Ferrara or something, Ferrari. I have his card. I thought he was Italian, but the last name looks Italian, but it's Portuguese. Now, he works as a concierge at this hotel that I stood at. This young man has invested into this that currency thing that everybody, this weird currency thing, something that's going on, whatever. I forgot the name of it. Who cares? So I'm not into
Bitcoin.
Yeah, no, I like the Bitcoin thing. I'm just not into freaking stocks and all this bull crap. I've never been that person. Anyhow, so he was explaining it to me and my girlfriend, and he says, well, me and my pops, we invested all this dough, and now we got all this money. We was like, what are we going to do with it? I said, yeah, so now what are you going to do with all this? He's got like more than $70,000. So he goes, well, you know, I'm going to go buy a hotel in Puerto Rico, in Rincon. I said, shout out to you, my brother. You're going to give people jobs. He's going to redo the thing. He bought the whole land. That's it. He's going to own a hotel in Rincon, Puerto Rico. That's what's going to happen. People are going to start buying the properties and things like that. You know, but you know what? He was doing it with all the right. But he's doing it with love. No, I was talking to homeboy. He's like, he wants to help. So shout out to Jesse Ferrari, wherever you are, man. We love you for opening up. You and your dad getting that money from that currency thingamajiggy and doing this hotel in Rincon. You know, that's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely a great guy right there.
Yeah. Beautiful.
There's definitely gonna be a lot of there's definitely going to be a lot of people capitalizing out of,
Yeah.
the disaster and
Yeah, taking advantage of
taking
all the things. Yeah,
opportunity,
taking
of course, you
opportunities.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's a beautiful
Well, you know
island, you
how it
know what
is,
I mean?
man. It's a gorgeous island, man. It's a tropical island. All we ever do, you know what it is about Puerto Ricans? Nosotros somos de corazón. We do everything with the heart, with love.
Everything, right,
You could
word.
never be starving in Puerto Rico. It's sad there are homeless. You could be starving, but let me tell you something. You go knock on a person's door. Señora, ¿quién toca? Mira, yo tengo hambre, no tengo dinero para comer. ¿Tú tienes
Yo
hambre? Ven
need some
acá.
sofrito.
Yeah. What you need? You hungry? You could never be. You know what I mean? My mother always taught me that. She always said, listen, the thing about us is that we do everything from the heart. That's why they say 100% de corazón. You understand? That's
Right.
why they say that. Yo soy boricua 100% de corazón. Que vive mi isla bonita. God bless you all, Puerto Rico. We love you. Damn, man, this shit's crazy,
Definitely,
bro.
definitely,
Shout
sir.
out to my titis and all my tios over there, man. All my cousins, Nancy, Titi Debbie, Titi Magali, like all of them. You know, I mean, my grandpa died when I was like 4. He had the best. We had the best of everything, man. When I was a kid, I used to go there up every time. My mother used to send me on a plane. We used to go for the summer. The last time I was there, it was a shame because I was a little girl. It was about probably 1987 or 88, around there. I have not been back since. I have not seen the island change. I wasn't there when they first built their own train, the first train. See, you feel me? There's a
Yeah.
train. They never had that. There's a train that takes you places. It's nice. They changed things. I wanted to see the island change, but I never got to see that because my grandpa died. You see, my grandpa, he was very, very rich. Lots of dough. He was a loan shark. Gangster. Straight up gangster. Great property. We had beautiful house. I remember like marble floors. I remember the way the bathroom was, the backyard. It was crazy. But when he came to New York, he had to bring all his kids. It was crazy. So anyway, he died in New York. Rest in peace, Grandpa Vilo, my mother's father, Vilo Gonzalez. And the thing is, he had my grandma sold the thing. She should have kept the house and the land. But my grandma sold it, and it was a shame because, man, I never got a chance to go back. You know what I'm saying? It kills
Yeah,
me.
nah, last time I went to Puerto Rico, it's a quick little story. I know it's random.
Yeah,
But last time I was there riding around with my grandfather, and I actually, he lives up in the mountains and stuff. So I'm like, yo, grandpa, in Spanish, yo, there's any McDonald's around here? And he's like, no, 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 we still riding in horses. And he cursed at me in Spanish. And I just randomly
¿Qué te dijo?
think it's funny because, he was just like, no, todavía estamos en caballo, maricón. Todavía estamos corriendo en caballo, maricón, no hay McDonald's. And he slapped me on the
Yeah.
back of the head, and I'm
Oh
like,
shit.
yeah, I didn't realize how stupid of a question it was, you know what I mean? Knowing
Yeah.
that
No, you was
McDonald's
a
all over
kid.
the world,
Yeah.
but actually, it's
It
sad,
just happened.
yeah, like about 6 years, six,
60.
7 years ago.
Oh. Oh
So
wow. I'm
it was
sorry. I
just
didn't
a
catch
dumb,
that.
it was one of them dumb. I guess it was the what they call it in Puerto Rico, the creepy. You know what I'm saying? The creepy had me creepy. You know what I mean? That's in other words, I guess they're type of loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
just
but that
killed
was,
me. Oh my god.
that's just. Oh man, I love my grand. I know he's still going through it. No light with the generator, still rocking with the generator, but gotta appreciate that. But yeah, if they still got Miss Puerto Rico, got McDonald's. I'm like, I guess that was one of them stupid 420 moments. You know what I mean?
Shout out to 420. You heard?
I ain't gonna,
Word
that's
out.
I was like, but so what else
Hold
is
on a
going
second. Sorry
on?
about the noise, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I'm in my art studio. I'm at my desk, and I gotta, we're not gonna do that no more. I'm gonna get this, but this is our pilot. I hope you guys are enjoying, what we're talking about. And I think that
Well,
about now, what time is it now? Is it 5 o'clock? Maybe we could do Ruckus. We could do a music break, or we could end the show. Whatever you guys want to do. I'm not looking at the top chat. Can you tell me what's going on in the top chat, Yao? All right. So, how do we look? Should we come back? How's it going? I don't have nothing up. Just the phone in my ear. How does it look? Like, that people listening and commenting? Yeah.
It's going,
No, because
it's going good. It's going good.
Listen, I don't want to be involved in the talk chat. I'm taking the best advice, and I don't have a working monitor, so I just want to be filled in. That's what I'm saying. No, I don't. I have to go get one, and Gary's supposed to bring me one. It's my show. I would like to have a. Yep. Okay, so I want to do a music break, and I want to make sure that when we come back on, everybody's still there. I love you all for listening. Let's go ahead and let's put on the Lyrical J for everybody. Did you get the email on that? Oh, okay. So then what do you have that you can play for them? There we go. Thank you, honey. Put that on for them. All right. Now, yeah, stay on the, stay on, yeah?
Yeah, hey, I go
No, because I,
Beat boy, track home, cheer. I ain't tryna wait till I'm an old man. I want it all now. All now, now. I just wanna live on my own land, and I want it all now. Give me that now. I don't wanna wait for no callbacks. I want it right now. Now, right now. And I don't need a label or no contracts. I need to do it on my own. Do it on my own. Cause I don't wanna wait till I'm an old man. I want it all now. I said, give me that now. I just want a place to call home, and I wanna get it right now. Now, right now. My whole team standing right beside me. They want it right now. Yo, y'all with me right now. Track formers knew nobody could've stopped me, so they brought it all out. Brought it all out. I want it all now. Climbing to the top, someone wanna see me fall down. They greet me with a frown, so I beat them with a smile. 7 miles high, got my feet up in the clouds. Trying to hit my one, I came up with my own sound. Bad told me slow down. Don't try to do too much, just give a little of your touch. Glad that I know now. Cause I've been going way too hard with the lyrics. When I just had to trade some bars for the business. When I just had to play the cards I was given. So I could get some new cars and equipment. It was easy. Picture perfect, all my dudes do graffiti. LOC, lookout crew, you gon' see me. On the stage, on the streets, or on TV. I want this, don't tease me. I ain't tryna wait till I'm an old man. I want it all now. All now. I just wanna live on my own land, and I want it all now. Give me that now. I don't wanna wait for no callbacks. I want it right now. Now, right now. And I don't need a label or no contracts. I need to do it on my own. Do it on my own. Cause I don't wanna wait till I'm an old man. I want it all now. I said, give me this now. I just want a place to call home, and I wanna get it right now. Now, right now. My whole team standing right beside me. They want it right now. Yo, y'all with me right now. Track formers knew nobody could've stopped me, so they brought it all out. Brought it all out. I want it all now. Work my whole life just so I could ball out. She been twerking all night, she about to fall out. Take her home with me, I guarantee she'll call out. Cause I got another pole for her to dance on. And it won't be in the club, it's in the mansion. And she know it's gonna be covered with a magnum. She say I'm lucky cause I'm young, hung and handsome. I'm the answer. I never want them if they don't need me. I never like them when they too sleazy. No? Yeah, I always see the dudes try to be me. I ain't gonna lie, make it look easy. Yeah, she like my eyes, said they so dreamy. And times 5 cause they never sleeping. Yeah, you wanna ride to a better season. It's too late, we already speeding. Yeah, I ain't tryna wait till I'm an old man. I want it all now. All now, now. I just wanna live on my own land, and I want it all now. Give me that now. I don't wanna wait for no callbacks. I want it right now. Now, right now. And I don't need a label or no contracts. I need to do it on my own.
Jay Loves Wild in the building. I hope you guys liked the song that was playing by Beat Boy, Maria. That's my boy. Okay, and he's got his own website. The kid is phenomenal. He's being compared to I'm telling you, they keep saying he's channeling Eminem. If you really listen to his songs, this guy is phenomenal. We love you, Beat Boy. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off. I just want to, right now, some donation. C-Town donated $4. Salute and congrats on the first live show, J Love. And let's get it. Thank you very mucho. Thank you very much.
That's what's up. That's dope, man. I can't believe that. That's a lot of love. That's what's up, man. Thank you so much. Wild thanks, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Is there anything else that you have to read from the donations?
Right now, I'm just seeing. Yeah. Right now, Vandals donated 3. Salute to all the Vandals. Salute to the Vandals. Salute. Yep. Vandal to Vandal. Yeah. That's it. It's in our blood. It's in our blood. It's not for everybody. I'll tell you that much.
That's right. So listen, a lot of people A lot of people don't know this. Talking about vandalism and everything, the real Beat Boy was
I'm
born into.
sorry, but I just, hey, Cliff Bravo donated 5. Que lo que, huh? Salute,
Oh!
gente, amor. And the panel, congrats on the show, arriba.
Thank
you very
you.
mucho. Good looking on that.
Yeah, that's what's up. Cliff Bravo did that?
Cliff Bravo, good looking.
Salute, man. So that's what's up, man. This makes me really excited.
See
This
you.
is really great. They see me. I see them and they see me, and I think it's amazing. Shout out to all of them, man. I think that, the Hum Militia, everybody, all the listeners, the fans, that's pretty dope, man. And everybody who's like a fan of Yao, too, because, Yao, you the man, bro. You're the man, bro.
It's only gonna grow. Just stay humble. That's it, and keep giving good.
That's right. Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Wild
and it's
dope
only,
vibes.
The
Hashtag wild dope vibes.
law of attraction.
Yeah, so listen, a lot of people don't realize, but Beat Boy was born into graffiti. You see, his father is from the original Lookout crew from 1978 out in Brooklyn. So shout out to Brooklyn and the original Lookout crew. I believe their prez is BM1. There's another guy that I know named Sloan, and he made me a piece, actually. I love it. I take it with me to certain shows that I do. So shout out to that graffiti crew from 1978 in Brooklyn, the Lookout crew. One of the guys in that crew is Beat Boy's father. So in a lot of his videos, you'll see Graph, and in a lot of his songs, you'll hear a little bit about it and stuff. And I think it's really amazing because he's such an amazing artist, and so is his dad, but in a different way, you see. So I really look at that. He actually went to the same school as Alicia Keys. He's for music. So what's that, the Juilliard, I think, or something like that. And he's pretty dope. So shout out to that.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. So I was supposed to do a show with them. I was gonna curate a show with them. They want to sell some pieces. The whole crew's still together. Like, they do all these jackets. It's fire. I was like, yo, get me one of the jackets, man.
And also on Wednesdays, like you said, I host, since it's going to be based more on poetry and art and stuff. Maybe we could have
Wednesday's gonna be all artsy fartsy.
Some of the vandals.
Yes, we're gonna interview people. Trust me, this is gonna. Yeah, they're gonna be able to call in. It's gonna get like that. I already got a couple of people that I want to interview. From different crews and what they represent and why and this and that. See, I've been interviewing vandals for almost 3 years, I believe now, since I started. A lot of people ask me, Jake, how the hell did you generate such buzz in such a short amount of time? I started snapping flicks of the graffiti and the tags in Soho and in the Lower. And then I liked it so much that I took it from Snapchat and started putting it on my original Instagram account. And my friend goes, yo, you should just build an account just for that. I said, wow, I didn't think about that. She goes, yeah, just put it for, all these graffiti pictures that you're doing. They look hot. So I was like, all right, bet, let's try this shit out. So she goes, you should make it a public page. I'm like, nah, I don't know if I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then, so I did it.
You're in the Mecca.
Yo, shout out to the graffiti fans that support me every day. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Because 65% of the followers that I have are males. 65%. But out of that 65%, I bet you 55% is all Graph. Graffiti. They started tagging each other. See, I don't know who's who. I can't read the stuff that they write.
All you gotta do is take a picture of a name, and somehow it'll find
somebody's
its way.
It'll find its way. That's what's killing me. It's so crazy how you guys all know of each other. It's
That's
insane.
part of the high. That's part of the high.
Y'all all know who's who. Listen, on the cover of my book, on Wildflowers, I'm going to send an image, and I'll have, next time we're going to show it, I'll have Ruckus put it up. I lived in the Grand Concourse in the Bronx when I was like 16, 17. I had a boyfriend at the time. Shout out to Robert Rivera. That's my homeboy, my soulmate for life. And we were staying in his mom's crib. In the gate, there was a couple of tags on the gate, I should say. I take the picture. I decided to use it for the cover of Wildflowers, you see? It's a great story. I mean, you could never imagine how many years it's been. I always said to myself, if I could find who at least one of those tags, if I could find out who it is, you see, And one day I got a DM, shout out to Wild DMs, hashtag them Wild DMs, y'all, so you can see what's popping up in the DMs. The thing is, oh my God, I can't believe this guy's calling me. Okay, you know what you're gonna do for me? You're gonna have to request him and tell him to stop calling me because he's ruining my show. But anyhow, the thing is that I went to a meeting. I got a wild DM. This guy took my picture and did all this graffiti to it. Shout out to Bust, TVNQ, my boy Bust. He writes BUST. He is a genuine supporter of the movement. He is by far the most phenomenal. This kid is crazy with the art. He takes people like Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, and he picks these, Cardi B, and then he splatters and he does all this drip drop and all that stuff that you guys be doing. So shout out to Bust. He comes to the meeting. I see the picture, blah, blah, blah. He sends me DM. Long story short, he's one of the guys. His tag was on that gate. I couldn't believe it. So I bring Wildflowers to our first meeting, and we went to my favorite place. It's called Harlem Shake, you guys. It's really good. It's like Shake Shack, and they have a DJ sometimes. There's so much fire in the hole because I said, what? I told the book. Okay, he's looking. He's like 36 years old. What?
Yeah.
Hello?
The phone was okay, better.
Oh shit! I don't know why.
Okay, you good now. You good. Go ahead.
All right. So anyhow, we go to this meeting, and we're at this. What was it? Harlem Shake, and he looks at the book, and Bust is like, we're talking about collaborating on some art together. I possibly could, curate a show with him. He was telling me the transition from a graffiti writer or an all city bomber. How you get how am I trying to say it? How you get so people could buy your art. Basically, a lot of these guys, some do it strategically to some planets, some don't. They're not artists, they're graffiti writers and they're vandals, but some of them know that if they continue writing in the streets and they become famous like an all-city bomber, or they take all these trains or whatever, they hit everything, you know what I mean? Their lingo, they become famous, bro, somehow. The street art community, graffiti street art community is a sick community. There's a lot of people that have real talent. So the more you bomb, your name, your art's going to sell. So that's what Buzz was trying to explain to me. And he looked at the book and he said, yo, J Love, you know that's my tag, right? I wrote that on that gate. I know that building. I said, that's 1460 Grand Concourse, my dude. I said, I was about 16. It's from 1999, the photo. He could not believe it. He goes, I found you. He goes, I gave you a DM. I didn't even know who he is. I don't know who this guy is. Remember, I don't know anybody. I don't do this like that. People think that I know people. So he sends me a picture of me, and he put it on his page, and I felt honored. Why? If you look at his art, everybody that he picks is a celebrity, like Cardi B, Jennifer Lopez, Audrey Hepburn. These are really beautiful pieces that he makes. They're worth a lot of money. And he picked me, out of all people, on Instagram. And then what are the freaking odds that he's one of the guys on that gate? I said it all these years. I said, if I could find one guy on that gate, then I know that I was put here to do this. I know I'm put here to represent Graf.
And my bad, just in case, shout out to Chris. The title, All City, is very hard to do, but the term is thrown around too much. Definition of All City is Ja Ecstasy. Shout out to Ja. Man, I grew up looking at Ja. Man, I know what Chris is talking about. I'm sorry, go ahead. I just had to, when I saw that, it just grabbed when I saw the ecstasy and the J.A., because dude,
no, that's all
killing
right.
it. J.A. be killing it. Just my opinion.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I need you to do me a solid, sweetheart. I need you to go, if you're possible, if you can do it, you can go to Instagram and look for, I'm going to give you somebody's profile. They keep calling me. Okay, well, I need them to stop calling me. If they're listening, they keep calling me. They're trying to. All right, perfect. So, anyways, moving forward, this is how I know that I was put here to do this. That proves to me through God, through the stars alignment, however you want to call it, or whatever you want to name it. I didn't even know what to call it, okay? Because this guy doesn't know me from a hole in the wall. I don't know him. He finds me on DM, sends me a picture of myself. I go to a meeting. He is on the cover of my book. It's a sign. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a calling. Like, I was born here to do this. I was put here to do this, and I love graffiti. And no, I'm not a groupie, what they call Graf groupie. You see?
Yeah, hey, shout out to the Graf groupies.
Shout out to all of the Graf groupies. I love yous too.
I'm happily, I'm good, but shout out to them, and
No, no,
It's
no.
the
I know.
vandals that love them.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, listen. I'm not trying to take away from anybody or nothing. I love my
No,
foes,
no,
my
no. I'm just
woes, my
saying, just
bros, my
saying.
hoes. I love them all. I love all you hoes, all you foes, all you haters who keep calling my phone. I love you all, baby. It's all love. Fuck that shoe. Anyway, so because a lot of people have it twisted, you know, don't let it become twisted. Don't get this crooked, bro. I'm not a groupie. This is not what this is about. This is about a movement. And I love to say this over and over again because it was proven to me that day in the meeting that Bus TVNQ came to a meeting and he's a graph writer on my book. There was a picture that was taken when I was 16 years old. I'm going to be 36 this month, y'all. 36. Shout out to my gems in the building. You know who the best thing to ever hit the planet? Shout out to all the gems in the building. You know? Gemini. Yeah, I'm gonna be 36. Not bad. Looking good for a old lady. Not bad for 2 kids, huh?
That's good. That's good.
That's right. I'm gonna be 36, May 31st. I'm gonna do something real special. You watch. Want to talk about wow? We're gonna get wow with it. So, you know, I'm also going to be having my own website that's under construction right now. Shout out to my boy Gary, my freaking web developer. I love you. Love you. There's a lot of good things that are going to be coming like sooner than I thought. And I just want to say that I'm very blessed and very proud of where my brand is going. A lot of things under the wraps. They're teaching me. I have somebody that's going to be really teaching me a lot of stuff. Shout out to that special lady. She doesn't want me to announce her name on the thing, so I can't do it. Such hard for a freaking blogger. I hate when people are like, don't post my pic. I'm like, what? I know my rights. I'm posting your pic, bro. Get out of here. Don't post my pic.
And two, I just want to let everybody know, just in case, I know it's been talked about before, but now that we, on and talking, I definitely want to get an art challenge going on. And of course, I want to talk. I still want to talk to Rich about that because I know it's been talked about, and I don't want to make it seem like it don't want to happen. I just need more people to get involved.
To get on board, okay, no doubt.
I got it. I want to make sure it gets on right because I just want to see people's talent and showcase it and let them be. Hopefully they could be on the air and express what they want. Let them sell themselves. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Dope. That's dope. We could do something like a graffiti contest. Listen, the summertime's coming. Once we do video streaming, it's going to be crazy. Once we do video streaming, this show is going to blow people out the water, my dude. And I'm not just a voice, baby. I'm all face. My face is my image. That's what sells. J Loves Wild is a brand. And you're going to be, I know you like to cover your face, so we're going to be doing some mask stuff. I'm going to be designing stuff for you. You watch. We get this merch on deck. Be hashtag Wild Ruckus everywhere, you heard? I'm trying to get these girls in these bikinis, and I want the guys to spray paint them. We're going to go to Jersey Shore. That's one of my main things that I want to do this summer. I want to get some graffiti writers, go to the shore, go to the beach, put some beautiful girls in some, we do a wet t-shirt contest. You can say hashtag Wild Ruckus, the Wild Movement, Ruckus Radio, whatever you want to call it. Everything together. Everything. I represent Ruckus Radio. I represent my movement. And I want everybody to know, it's Wild Ruckus, man. It's about being wildly creative. So that sounds like something dope, right?
Definitely. And I just want also the people to get involved too. Any ideas or whatever they call it.
Hit them up.
Email.
Yeah, Wild DMs. Start getting used to that hashtag.
Also, during, semi-episodes, we're going to have, I know I personally, and I think you with this, we want to have little incentives. We want to just have free gifts because we appreciate, we appreciate you listeners and there's a lot of free gifts that if you like art, and it's a lot of free gifts we could send out, just for showing, love.
For showing love.
It's just,
hell yeah,
certain personalized for, for whoever wins whatever little challenge it could be for that episode, for that day, It's all in the works. Just want to let people know.
That's what's up, man. I think that's a great idea, y'all.
So I hope he will,
I'm down. I think,
like that,
I think people will like that. Listen, man, in this world, man, art is everywhere. If you ask me, art makes the world go round, bro. Think about it.
Definitely.
Art has been known to man since they've been drawing in the caves and all that crazy stuff. You know, ever since men was dragging women all over the place with caveman time and stuff. So the thing is, if you look at that, and also the structures around us and the blueprints, everything is art. Everything. Without art, there is no love. Without love, there's no art. To me, it coincides. It goes hand in hand. You agree?
Yeah.
You don't have to agree if you don't want to.
No. I'm listening. I'm okay.
I'm just busting your chops, bro. So I think it's a beautiful thing what we have here. I think that it's going to give, to this platform in particular, it's going to really, really be artsy-fartsy, as Big Rich likes to call it.
I personally, you know what I'm saying? I personally want to get, involved with with the listeners. That's it. You know what I mean?
I want to get involved with the listeners too. I made them a baby canvas. I did a tag. I made them a baby canvas. It's pink, and we're going to talk about that, especially on Wild Wednesdays. Wild Wednesdays is going to be really artsy fartsy. Mondays, manic Mondays, yo. You already know, manic. I just got back from Boston, my art studio. There's no AC. All of a sudden, I swear I couldn't make this shit up. Remember, I left. The monitor didn't work before I left. I come back. I bought a charger last night. The charger broke inside my phone today. I go down to the BB's, get the next charger, come up. The charger doesn't fit my phone. I cannot be making this shit up, bro. This is a Monday for me. Every Monday is a manic Monday, bro. And I spell it like this. MANIC. MONDAZE, because I'm in a daze. I wake up on Monday like, oh shit, it's Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got shit to do. It's crazy. Shout out to Max Mosey. I have a meeting with him at 8 o'clock at the Producers Club tonight. I'm going to be doing a drop from there with Max Mosey. So you guys can follow him. This guy's the truth, you guys. He sings R&B, soul, and reggaeton. He is J Love's Wild Entertainment's first reggaeton artist. Okay? He's got a song called Corriente. Okay? And it's fire in the hole when I tell you. He performed it at my 420 Wild Mary Jane Art Show. Shout out to Image Gallery over in Brooklyn. Shout out to my girl I Am Finesse and her husband Carlos, giving me that great opportunity to curate with them whenever I want. We're going to be doing open mics. We're going to be doing graffiti parties. I mean, you have no idea the ideas that this woman has. We're also going to be doing shout out to all the sex and erotica parties that we're going to be doing. I mean, it's going to be fire. This year, it is literally, you're going to see why they used to call me Nitro in high school. Nitro. Like, there's no stopping me, you heard? No stopping. That's it. Ruckus said it. I'm a promotional monster. There's nothing that I can't sell. Nothing. I used to train 7 Sephora stores in the city. I sold product to anybody and everybody, you know? I was a field educator and a brand representative for Diva Curl for a long time, you know? And it took a lot out of me to really realize that after I got the art studio, you know, this is crazy. My manager sent me a thing. Oh, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks later, I'm sorry. We can't renew your contract. What? After all the blood, sweat, and tears that I did for you people. I was a PR liaison. I was this. I was that. I was doing your front desk. I did your coat check. I did everything for you people. Corporate has no backbone. Fuck. Oh, my God. It gets me so angry. I couldn't even believe it. I said, you know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not working a corporate job ever again. That's it. I'm done. www.gofundme, mother freaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done. I've been working since I was 14 years old. I've been collecting Social Security since I was 14 years old. I got my very first job, telemarketing. Telemarketing in Massachusetts. At the age of 14, pregnant. Okay? Pregnant. Yeah. You want to talk about how you like them apples and bananas, huh? People think they know J Love. They don't know the kid, you heard. They don't know a thing about me. Don't believe the hype. It's Instagram. That's not my life every day. Are you kidding me? If that was my life every day, I would be in St. Bart's right now or someplace. St. Thomas, if you ask me. You know?
So the first job was basically talking on the phone?
Telemarketing, talking on the phone. Selling product.
That's the calling.
That's the people you don't want to, you know what they hang up on you. You got to make commit. Oh, man, that's crazy. I remember my paycheck looked like trash because people hang up on you. It's the hardest job I ever did in my life is telemarketing. Are you kidding me?
Not me. I'd be bored. I sit there and I talk to telemarketers till they hang up on me. Yeah, especially if I'm small, if I'm 420 mode. If I have one of them call me, I sit there and we'll have a conversation. I like wasting their time. That's the,
That's the best shit I heard all day, my dude. Shout out to the freaking this nigga said, I'm bored. I give them conversation. Let me tell you, telemarketing is I hate that job. I don't know how these people. I can't. Let me tell you about this other job I had. Right, I worked at an embroidery factory. Oh my god! Shout out to my mother's friend. What was her name? I don't know. I forgot. She used to write. She paid me personal business checks. It was just a little job so I could make a little dough because whatever. I would go to school, come out, whatever. And I remember working in this embroidery factory. The noise was so loud. Oh man, she was. Don't worry, you can bring your. I can't believe I'm saying this. You can bring your Walkman or whatever. Oh my god.
No, that's not. Yeah,
that's just crazy. Let me tell you the name of the album that got me through that horrific job. Wait, let me tell you who it was. It was the Bad Boys. It was Mace. His entire album. It was Mace's album. That's what it was that got me through this entire, I felt like I bought it was a CD player Walkman. Remember those things or something? I don't know, but that's what got me through that horrific job. Was so tedious. I remember sitting there in the factory and then I had to cut strings. Oh, listen. Wow. That shit was crazy, my dude. If it wasn't for that album, I think I would have broke every single box in that factory. Oh, it was such an annoying job. The thing about jobs and the thing about what's going on in America, it just kills me because you give all your years. I hate that. I'm not bad talking the company. I'm not. I love Diva Curl. I love them. But I'm talking about corporate America in general. You see what I'm saying? Some companies will even match the 401k. Like, who does that? Like, come on. Match it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a shit show. It's a shit show, if you ask me. This is why I don't watch the news. That's right. I don't watch the news. That's right. I'll go on my phone. I'll be like, okay, what's popping on CNN or blah, blah, blah. But you think I'm going to waste my time watching the gossip and the shit show that's going on in America? Those politicians, they gossip more than a Spanish lady on her stoop in Queensbridge or something. Those politicians are such gossipers. Are you kidding me?
Nah, see, I got to stay in tune. Because in order to see the truth, you got to, look for them lies. And when you see all those lies, you start seeing the truth.
Yeah. I hear you. Look, everybody has their way. I'd rather read an article in a newspaper or a magazine. Like, I can't do, I picked up a magazine now. I tagged you on it. It had amazing topics on it. I'm going to go over some of them topics when I get a chance. But one of the topics that stood out to me was how wild mushrooms are being used for Lyme disease, for people who have Lyme disease, bro. That's crazy, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of plants out there that, remember, pharmaceuticals, they don't want us, it's a lot of money in that pharmaceuticals, so they don't want that natural healing.
That's exactly what it is. They don't want the natural. And I'm going to tell you where I picked up this magazine. It's over by you. Where was I? I was driving. We stopped in Connecticut for some food. It might have been, I don't know if it was Hartford. Sorry. I think it was in Hartford, Connecticut. I picked up that magazine, bro. Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay, yeah.
I think, yeah. It's called something natural. I don't know. I tagged you on it. But it had a really nice topics. That's how I like to look for things. Like, I don't like watching the news. I'm not that person, I get this from my pops. Like, we have our traditions. Every day I go for my coffee and the newspaper. You know what I mean? My pops loves the newspaper. That's how we do things. I don't watch the news. I like to read. Reading is good for your brain, but not reading online all the time either. I try to tell my kids that. Okay, you like surfing the internet. Okay, you like reading things on YouTube. Okay, but try reading a book, man. Take it back. There's something about holding a book in your hand, copper squatting a little rug in the corner, and a little nookie, a blanket, whatever, even whatever. Read. It's food for the brain. These kids are not reading, bro. Trust me, they're not. It's like they're all watching TV and watching a phone and a YouTube, but that's the world we live in, right? So then it's up to the parents. And it's hard because once they grow up, there's nothing that we can do to change their minds.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. You're a father, right? Yeah, that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
The new world era. That's what I like to call it.
Well, each parent is different because I teach my kids. I teach my kids different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody's different.
I don't give them the freedom. I don't give them the freedom to be on the phone.
Good for you, man. Shout out to that puppy.
As long as they're under my house, they're not gonna be constantly on the phone.
That's
basically.
Good.
When you eat, you know what I'm saying? When it's dinner time, you eat together.
Yep. Hang up the phone. Yep. Give them the old tradition. Yeah.
Some of the old-fashioned.
Old stuff. That's right. Yeah, because these kids are losing. Well, no.
You got to remember this. If you don't teach a kid, somebody else
will. Absolutely.
whether it's the music, whether it's
Absolutely.
your neighbors, the
Yep.
teachers. If you don't teach them, somebody else will. You know, and then when they get a
Absolutely.
certain age, and then you complaining why this, why that, you know, you gotta look in the mirror and say, damn, I
Yeah.
rocked up. Nah, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, I know it. And let me tell you something. If you can do that, that is a start to something really special. If you can look in the mirror and you can say, look, I did this wrong, and you could come to terms with your flaws and all the errors and the mistakes, just forgive yourself and just do it better next time and keeps it moving. You know, a lot of people do a lot of fucked up shit to be rude. Sorry to be swearing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And it's really sad because there's so many devious and crazy people, and it's crazy. But if you could look in the mirror, and I tell this, nobody's perfect as a parent. I tell this to my daughter all the time. I says, look, I was 14 and I was pregnant. I don't recommend that for you. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. Okay? And I don't like that show, 16 and Pregnant, glorifying these things, and that's a whole other topic. But what I'm trying to say is no parent's perfect. We're all human. We can only do so much until that kid, you know, gets a certain age. That's it. Because you could teach them and install into them all of our values, all of our traditions and everything, but they're going to become their own person and they're going to make their own decisions. But if you know, like I like what you said, Yao, you know what I mean? You look in the mirror,
When
you
you
be like, oh,
teach them young, you
yeah,
got to teach them
teach
young.
them
So
young.
then when
Yep,
they get
you got
older,
to teach them, yep.
free will. They pick their own decisions, but at least you know you did your part.
Yep, exactly. At least you know you did your part. I really like that. Shout out to that
But they,
right there.
they still got to learn through their own experiences.
Exactly. Shout out to all the parents that are doing their thing out there, man. We see you. We love you. Keep teaching the kids good stuff. I know a lot of people that I work with that have kids, and then I have a lot of people that I work with that don't. And it's interesting to hear, you know, some people who say, I'll never have kids. Kids is not for everybody. That is not something to be, you're bringing in another life into this world. That's not cut out for everybody. Some people get pregnant, some people don't. It's a sad thing because there's people who really want to have babies that can't. Okay? It's really messed up. And then you got people who don't even mean to get pregnant. They get pregnant, things happen, shit happens, whatever. But that's a life that you're responsible for the rest of your life for. Because the mother, the worry of the mother, el sufrimiento de una madre, eso nunca se termina. You know what I mean? Like the worry of a parent never finishes. You could be 35, 45, your mother's still going to worry about you. That never ends. Then they stop worrying about the grandkids. You know what I mean? Los sufrimientos de una madre nunca se acaba. Los sufrimientos de un padre nunca se acaba tampoco. The man has to work. The man has to work. Because see, the woman has to this. It's hard. It's hard to live life. You got to make the best out of it, bro.
I always say love is suffering, basically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Love is suffering.
Love is
suffering.
Yeah. You know what, man? It all goes, to me, love conquers all. I hear people that say, oh, I don't believe in falling in love. I don't believe in love. I'm a bachelor. I live alone. I like my space. Good for you, Pop. Don't bother me. I got girls that are like, oh, I'm just going to be a gold digger. I'm going to just put my butt cheek all over Instagram. No. Do something meaningful, something with purpose, you know, something with class, with style. I can't believe one day I got a teto that said, what did I get? Somebody reported me. I said, reported my account? I mean, I don't put up paraphernalia like that. I don't, like, you know, showcase anything that's like, you know, nudity or anything like that. I couldn't believe the hate that's out there. I remember I called my promoter. I called my boy. He's one of my wild team leaders. I love him. Shout out to Double M Printing, y'all. Mike Mega, the printer. Prints on anything. It's my boy. So, you know, I'm crying. I'm like, oh, dude. He's like, Jay, why are you crying? He's like, man, listen, if they're hating like that, you're doing something right. You know? And I said, it's funny you said that because Ruckus said the same shit. You know? It's crazy. Yeah, he used to write graph back in the day. That's my homeboy, man. Represent. Mike Mega, the printer. I think he writes. He writes the Mike with the star, and he puts. I think it's KDS. I don't know, something like that. I'm not sure. I might be mistaken.
Yeah. I know who you're. Okay, I know who you're talking about. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's my boy, man. He kept me through. He was like, he still is my rock. He's one of my wild team leaders. He's our print broker and everything. It's just, he makes all the flyers and everything that I get done. And then I have another person that I work with that makes flyers for me too. But the real professional ones, the real graphic design ones, that's all my boy. You know, he helped me with my logo and everything pro bono. Shout out to my boy. I love you, my God. That guy has, major genuine support, man. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be where I am right now. because to be honest, I was gonna like dip on everything. I remember I was throwing the Wild Movement art show. I said, I'm not cut out for this. He said, if you dip out on this, you're gonna give everybody what they want. You better stick with this. You know what I mean?
You got to keep on. When they tell you no, you say yes. Especially
Dead
if
ass.
it's something that you
Dead ass.
that you feel like it's one of your callings. You know what I mean? If that's what it is, you got to chase it. You got to take that leap of faith.
Yeah, and I was crying every day. I was getting the cold feet. What is it? You know, when you get scared right before the show, it's crazy. The anxiety. Oh my God, what if nothing sells? What if nobody shows up? I mean, it's a lot to deal with. Curating is not a piece of cake. It really is not. Throwing an art show is not a piece of cake. Throwing a showcase with 22 artists. People said I could never get it done. Shout out to the people who do shit that when they say you can't do it, you do it anyway. You know? They were like, Jay, you're never going to put 22 people together in a showcase. They said I have 50 seats in the theater. The seats were 46 seats. And we sold out. When Ill Will came and what's his name, I didn't know what to do with myself because this was not supposed to happen. But guess what? I sold all the tickets, and now 6 months from now, I get a bigger theater with 70 seats upstairs in the same venue. I mean, shout out to the Producers Club. That's my brand partnership. I love them. They let me do everything I want to do there. They're great. You know, there's a historical theater in Midtown. It's been there for more than 15 years.
From there, you keep going on and you keep going on.
All right, guys, I'm lighting my first cigarette during this show. How do you like them apples? That's probably why I'm like going crazy, but I got to do it. They don't want me to smoke no more because my voice sounds like shit. I shouldn't smoke anymore because it's bad for you. Smoking is bad. Don't smoke, kids.
Yes, man. Gotta promote.
Oh, my God. Yo, here's my aunt. I have an aunt, right? She tries to hide the fact that she smokes. So at all the functions and all the family stuff, she'll be like, give me a cigarette. I'm like, Titi, you don't smoke, right? She gets a cigarette. She lights it. She goes, oh, man, I don't know how you guys smoke this thing. She goes, this is bad for you. I'm like, Titi, you're crazy. It's like, it's so crazy, man. Oh, man.
You gotta stick to them 420 sticks. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stick to them Galaxy sticks.
Mm-hmm. I need some wax or something. I need like a nice pen. Let's start the donations for J Love's first pen. Who wants to send me one? We're taking donations, $2 donations towards my first waxy pen. I cracked myself up, I'll tell you.
I got you with that first oil.
Yeah, what is it, an oil? I want my first oil pen. Let's go. Let's get it popping. Who's the potheads on the platform? Everybody. Starting with Big Rich. Oh, man. This is great, y'all. But you know what's killing me? That I have no monitor. It really is killing me. But are people saying things on the top chat?
Oh, yeah. I see. You know, people's talking. I see.
They're talking? All wild good vibes, right?
Good vibes. Just keep, you know.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. Thank you, guys. I love you guys all who are listening. It's pretty dope. I'm having a good time. I'm in my art studio right now. I'm looking at a piece by Yatu Sabe, Yes One. Give it up to Yes One. That's right. My homeboy, man.
Some of the comments is funny, but I know they would love.
Let them keep. Listen, I love to make people laugh. I love it. It's what I'm here to do. I should have been a comedian. I would have been a millionaire by now, don't you think?
Yeah.
I should be like a first Puerto Rican Oprah. You know what I mean? A Puerto Rican girl from Spanish Harlem, you know, gets famous. YouTube vlogger, successful vlogger, YouTube, $200,000 a year. I go to New York. The crowd is screaming.
Yeah, it's like Chris. I see you said like you like them Kingpin 710s. I like them brass knuckles.
Oh
brass
boy,
knuckles.
Let's talk about the tools that they used to carry with them back in the days when they used to write graphs. They used to carry the hammers. They carried freaking anything you could get your hands on. There was no jetpack back then. They probably had the bungee cords. Who knows how those monkeys got around?
Oh, now back then you just go on somebody's shoulders if you want to get up high.
Yeah, but these guys, they were like ninjas. I used to tell my pops, how the hell? Shout out to my pops. Yo, Angel Lee Maldonado, the kid. Mr. 56, what up? Yo, that's my boo, man. Yo, he took me to the Graffiti Hall of Fame when I was like 6 years old. That's it. It was a wrap. I didn't want to leave the yard. I was like, Daddy, no, the colors are so vibrant. It's so pretty. So I did an article about that. It was on my WordPress blog when I was doing blogging on WordPress. I had my site, Wildflowers 2017, but I took it down because Instagram started, booming for me, I wrote an article about that, the Hall of Fame. I was 6 years old. That's when I fell in love with graffiti. When I was 6 years old, I fell in love with graffiti.
Oh, I fell in love with graffiti probably around the age of 8.
That's
I
dope.
definitely fell in love with the graffiti.
When's the first time you got a can in your hand?
Probably around, I say 11, 12. That was
That's
back in
dope.
like 1991.
That's dope.
That's
Some of
when
the
I
best
started.
music was out then. Yeah, man. Shout out to the best music from the 90s, the rap music, the hip hop, man, the real music, man. This, I love trap a little something, something, I'm not going to lie. But this is crazy. The trap sensation, it like took over. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Definitely there. And just in case, Chris, if you haven't tried the brass knuckles yet, you want to try them, just DM me. We talk. I'll tell you how they taste.
Wild DMs. Wild DMs.
I gotta, let them know, because the brass knuckles is definitely off the hook. And anyway, but I'm not here to sitting here to promote them anyway.
No, you can promote whoever you want. This is our show. This is me and you show, baby. You can promote whoever you want, honey.
Now I'm just saying, brass knuckles gotta,
Yeah, it's all right.
They gotta come talking. I'm not gonna, but definitely they one of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, well, back in the days, they used to carry.
Cali too, shout out anybody from Cali.
Cali, what up? I love California. What? I love California. I was in San Diego. I love it there. Yeah. Shout out to Cali. I want to go over there on the beach.
Yeah, that's one of my life goals. I definitely have to go to Cali.
Oh man, when I went to Cali, bro, the best thing, man. It's freaking awesome over there, man. I love San Diego. Old Town San Diego. I was in downtown San Diego, La Jolla, whatever. I love it. Love it.
Yeah,
I just got back from being. I love traveling, bro.
Quick shout out to Hector Calderon. The same, been bombing chains since 1979.
Wow, that's dope.
It's the people like you that got, inspired me to start doing what I do.
Look at that. That's dope.
That shows about,
Yeah. Definitely. Listen, Graph, if it wasn't for graffiti, I would not be, I'm telling you, I owe a lot to Graph, man. I love Graph. I tell you. I was looking for illustrators for my books, and, I started with the, documenting street art and interviewing these people like Hectad, Nikolai Khan, the Real Don J, like everybody. Like, I can't believe the support. Total strangers supporting me, man. Shout out to everybody that's a J-Love fan, bro. Seriously. They're always sending me art and stuff. People donating books to the movement. They're donating art. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's beautiful.
That's it.
Yeah. Love, spread art, spread love, I'm really excited about Wild Wednesdays. That's what I'm really excited about. And I'm really happy that my pilot is on, and this has been pretty freaking dope. I think me and you together have a great vibe. I think we have a great thing here. I think that Ruckus giving us this opportunity is a blessing. So I want to say, thank you. How long we've been on now? It's 5:31. That's my birthday, 5:31.
I hope the listeners do. They enjoying what we talking about.
What we talking about. I know. I hope they enjoy it.
First show,
Yeah. So, let me pick up Wildflowers. Let me pick up Wildflowers. I'll give you guys a piece of poetry. Just a little something, something. Get on my level, it says. The thoughts and emotions I manifest for me are too powerful to remain in my chest. Therefore, the body and mind tells me to express. Back in the day, I used to write Jay Lee, so Jay Lee is the one and only. I'm looking at the cover of Wildflowers right now. This is crazy. I had a guest shirt on. There's a old radio there. It looks like I got the twisties in my hair. There's a bunch of tags on this gate. So shout out to 1460 Grand Concourse. Oh my God, the stories. Bro, we used to hang out all night, bro, just hanging out right in the stoops and stuff. It's so much fun. Like the Bronx, really, the summertime in the Bronx, I have to say, is so amazing because all the fire escapes, everybody's out, is cookouts. It's just, I love my culture. I love my people. I love the Bronx. The Wild Movement started in the Bronx in a graffiti writer's basement. Shout out to that young man, my dude. Life, life.
Okay,
He
I
writes
know.
life. Yeah,
Yes,
SBR.
I know.
Straight breaking rules. You heard?
I
So
know.
shout
Like
out to
good
Life,
dude,
man.
good
I
dude.
remember one day he was on his way to Vandal Hour for an interview. I was like, that's dope. He was in my first art show, one of my first artists that I've ever, like my first graffiti artist ever. Everything started, so shout out to him, man. Pretty dope stuff. Shout out to Gemzo. Shout out to DFA. DFA, down for anything, you
Yeah,
heard?
that's it.
Better
Yeah,
believe
shout out
that.
to Ebony breaking down the numbers. 5 plus 3 plus 1 equals 9 in numerology. There's gonna be a new beginning. Same ish happens to me all the time. For the month, it's funny because I'll be catching those things too. I thought I was the only one, so that's funny.
Oh,
Uh,
about number stuff.
yeah,
I don't
my
know. There's
bad. I
like
just
a
thought that was funny.
There was a
That's
thing that
cool.
somebody told me the other day about these numbers. Like I screenshot something. It was like I opened up the gram and it had one something like a message and another one and then one and one. I don't know what that means. It was like four ones. And my girlfriend, she was like, "Oh, people who believe in stuff like that, they say that that's a good luck thing. I don't know what that is, but shout out to whatever the hell that is."
Right, see, I know about that. We checking all that, I believe in all that number stuff. I got numbers tattooed on my body. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's a different
What's your?
story.
No, I like that actually. I have a bunch of favorite numbers actually. I'll give you some of my favorite numbers. 56 because of my dad's 1956 Chevy that I grew up in. All freaking original under the hood, and we had Bose speakers. Shoot, man, that was my car. My other favorite number is three. I love that number. I love the number eight, represents infinity, like I never, you know what I mean? And another number I love is 13, and I love the number seven.
Yeah, that's funny. See, my favorite
Yeah,
numbers are 3 and 7. So
that's dope.
37, and that's basically, personal reasons. And then I got 420. Those are the two numbers I
420.
got.
Hell yeah.
Strengthen my body. My body got a story to tell. My body got a story
Yeah.
to tell, boy.
That's what's
You,
up. Shout out to the Ink
huh?
Boys, man. Oh man, I'm gonna get a tattoo. It's gonna say La Loca, hashtag La Loca. Shout out to my boy Loopy the blogger, yo. That homeboy is crazy. He used to take pictures of his balls and put them on Snapchat.
Yeah, I love
Yo,
Loopy
you know who
right
that boy is?
there.
Loopy the blogger? The Loopy
Yeah,
blogger, whatever his name is. Oh man, he inspired me to be a blogger, bro. That guy is one freaking force to be reckoned with. He's crazy. He is one crazy individual, and he represents big time for his peoples. Man, he had a character that he came up with. What was her name? Oh no, Jose the Dope Fiend. Then he did the other character, the Labori.
Labori. Labori.
You saw that shit? YouTube tried to shut him down, yo. This guy is insane. I think Instagram shut him down. I think that he had so many haters. There were so many people trying to shut this guy down. So shout out to Loopy Blogger. We used to talk on Snapchat. He's real big right now. And I used to be with my friend La China. So I used to be like, La China y la loca, La China y la loca. And he loved it. He told me to keep going. He told me never to stop and to keep on with my dreams. So shout out to Loopy the blogger, y'all. That guy is the
Definitely,
truth.
definitely. That's a great dude right
It's a
there.
great dude right there, bro. I'm glad that you
Yeah.
know of him because sometimes I mention him and people
Nah,
like,
I
yeah,
actually got to talk to him. We actually got to talk and
that's
on the
dope.
phone, and basically he was very he said a lot of great things to keep me
Yeah,
to keep me going and stuff like that.
that's
So it's
dope,
definitely
man.
for all the amount of followers he got and all of that. He's a great dude, humble and
Yeah. That dude is as humble as it gets. And then he'd be in the office. He'd be right on the toilet talking
to
shit. He's
I'm
crazy.
in the office.
I'm in the office. And he'd be
Yeah,
Snapchatting his balls. Netflix and chill. Netflix and balls. I'd be dying, son. I'm like, this guy's
that's a
too
crazy
much,
dude.
man. He is too freaking much. Yo, sometimes I remember being like real depressed one day. I would just throw him on. I'm like, this guy would make anybody laugh. It doesn't matter. You got to be kidding me. Labori, that was like the best thing to ever hit YouTube's.
Yeah,
Besides the other guy, oh my
so
God,
funny.
there's this other guy that he dresses up like a girl. I forgot what his name is. Like, and this is the thing about the Puerto Ricans and blah 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 blah. I forgot his name. He did real good for himself too. Oh man, these vloggers.
Let Juan or whatever.
Yeah, you know that guy Juan? Oh my God, he's so funny.
Juan, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately, I don't know all these dudes.
yeah. No, it's not unfortunate. You kidding me? It's great. It's freaking
Nah,
dope.
they good. They cool. That shit.
DFA, what's up? We live. You heard? You already know what it is. You already DFA, what's 7A? What's up? Let's go. Niggas is in the building. It's about to get popping now. We live. We lit. Wildly creative.
So,
Oh man.
so you got any other music that want to be played?
Yeah, this is what I was gonna tell you that I was gonna say that we should do like a hip hop track for everybody. Why don't you know what? Put on the top chat. Like, does anybody want us to play anything? Then we'll do it for them. We'll play whatever the hell they want to hear.
Nah, I'm pretty sure. Like, well, we could play that track, America, if it's possible, from
From who?
Child Gambino, whatever.
I don't know who it is.
AKA Danny Glover.
He doesn't have it.
Oh, okay. All right, but
We can still keep talking and vibing if it's good.
Some of that styles that goes.
Styles P. Let's play some Styles. Oh, you know what we're gonna play? Mother freaking what's that? Styles P was his name. What's that song? I was playing it the other day. Oh, perfect. DFA's in the house. Let me ask. Hold on. Let me ask somebody. Oh, Get High or something? No, that's not it. It's the high anthem. What is it? Yo, can I come in? What's that Styles P joint? The back in the day joint that talks about getting high and all that. I get high. Yo, I wish Ruckus had that on deck right now, bro. Like, seriously, that'd be the track to play, bro.
I know he got that new album.
Shout out to my boys, man. Jadakiss, one of my favorite rappers. Jada. Jadakiss is the truth, man. I will always love the Locks. You feel me? I will always love them. D Block.
Yeah, so I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I like that Styles P joint. I was rocking that the other day, man. Took me back. Talk about flashbacks.
Yeah,
Take me back Tuesdays.
That's basically what I do. I listen to that 90s hip hop still.
Yeah, 90s hip hop, man. What happened? Oh, I just watched the Pac movie the other day. I was watching that. It was on the television, and I said, I'm going to watch a movie. I forgot what it was like to watch TV. Ever since I started doing this shit, it's crazy. I watched the Pac movie. It's so sad that they never found out. I think that whole thing is just, it kills me that they never found out who killed Pac, who killed Biggie. Doesn't that kill you, man? I'm live.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's definitely crazy. But you know what? As long as people don't know who killed them, that's the more money they're gonna keep on making on their legacy. So
I know it's crazy.
Find the killer, because you know what I mean. That's just the more without knowing who the killer is, they're more profitable because they could keep making movies.
Yes, exactly. I never looked at it like that. No, that's your opinion, and I respect it. But that's a good point, bro. If you ask me.
So that's just one of them things. It's one of them.
Yeah.
Industry Hollywood things. You're worth more dead than alive.
Yeah, that's right.
He was so young and already making so many big moves.
Ooh, what the hell is this? Some sour.
He literally was a threat, to society, and his words was very powerful. Basically,
I love Pac, yo. Pac is a thug poet. First of all, not even a thug poet. He writes poetry. He wrote poetry, man. Pac is like, I don't even know how to explain it. He was a force, man. He really was. I think it's crazy because my daughter was born June 16, 1997. Okay?
Yeah.
That's 20 years ago. It's going to be 21 years ago. She was born on Pac's birthday. I believe that's his birthday.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
And then,
so
yeah, no, I'm just saying that it's
that's
crazy
you
because
know, yeah,
her
yeah,
father, her father, that was his idol, you see, and he had bought the book
wow,
about Pac's life,
that's
and he was such a fan. Like he even wanted to get Pac's tattoos on him and stuff. Like her father was what? When we met, I was 13, he was 20, and we were together for 3 years.
all right, that's pretty,
That's crazy, right?
yeah, that's a good
That's
age.
that
That's
wow
a big,
story. That's that
that's a
wow
good,
history. Wow history. The J Love's wow history right there. Shout out to my daughter, my one and only, my firstborn, my baby, my queen, my goddess, young Des. You know, and we just thought it was crazy because I really didn't have a name for the kid. And the
yeah,
nurse kept coming into yeah, so the nurse kept coming in. Did you get the name yet? Did you guys decide? And me and her father and all my friends were like, we couldn't get it. We were just like, all right, I don't know, da da da. So she came back one last time, and I remember me and her father were talking, and somebody saying, because he had the book on him, that it was Pac's birthday, like everybody's talking crap in the room. I'm in pain. I don't got a name from a kid, and I says, I think it's destiny that she's born on Jay's idol's birthday. You know, Jay is Desi's pops. So it's like, he goes, oh my God, babe, that's what we're going to name her. We're going to name her Destiny. I was like, all right, that's cool. We'll do that. And then my pops
oh
called on yeah, she was born in Massachusetts. And my pops calls the hospital to talk to me. He goes, well, you got to throw Lee in there somewhere. I said, what do you mean? Her name's Destiny. He's like, well, you're going to have to make it her middle name. Because my pops is Angel Lee and you're Joni Lee. He's like, so she's Destiny Lee. That's her name.
yeah.
Destiny Lee. It's pretty dope.
That's a nice name. I know a lot of people surprised, for the story. I know a lot of people probably surprised the age difference at that time with
The 13 and 20?
yeah,
Yeah, no, hey, listen,
you know.
I got nothing to hide, honey. I speak nothing but the truth. I'm not your typical, listen, listen, I was how do I explain it? It's just, I grew up fast, you see? I grew up very fast. I was very mature for my age. My mother had a big house. She was like renting rooms or whatever. This shit happens. What can I tell
Yeah.
you? Yeah, shit happens. Honestly, I would never rent a room to a gentleman knowing that I had such a beautiful young daughter who's so popular, in town and stuff. It's just a story. It's actually going to be part of my book. I'm writing a book called The Borough,
Okay.
01752. Shout out to Marlborough, Massachusetts, 01752 or something like that. I forgot the zip or whatever. But it's a book. It's called The Borough. It changed my life. I became pregnant.
That's wild dope. That's wild dope.
Yes, that's wild history, kid. Listen, I have nothing to hide. You know what I mean? I speak truth. My truth of gab is my gift of gab is truthful, if you will. But no, I talk a lot, but I talk stuff that makes sense. I'm giving you guys wild facts about my life. This is my show. I get to talk about whatever I want, thanks to Ruckus Radio Network. And that's the truth. Destiny is going to be 21 years old in June. I'm going to be 36, if you do the math. And yes, I was pregnant at 14, and I don't recommend it to anybody. I don't promote teen pregnancy, okay? But I have a testimony. I have a story to tell, you see? And that's important because it became like an epidemic. I remember being in high school, and I got a pass to use the freaking elevator. And you know what that pass was? A handicap pass. That's terrible. It made us felt like we were, handicapped, if you will, because the high school was so big. I couldn't do the 3 floors. You're pregnant. Think about it. Your knees are swollen. Your legs, you're building water in your knees. Your ankles are swollen. I wasn't even a woman yet. I was only 14 years old. Just think about what my body went through.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
It's cray,
Respect.
bro. Yo, that's it. Yo
Respect.
soy una
Respect.
zorra vieja. Let me tell you when I tell you that what that means. I'm an old lady skunk. That's right. I know I done been there before. Back again twice, if you ask me. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know stuff about me, Hal. This is going to be their opportunity to listen in to who I am, what I represent, and why I do what I do. Okay?
Especially, but you got to say something for the book too. You got to say something for the book.
I'm going to save some for the book. I could save some for the book. But the book has already been. Listen, Wildflowers is the first book that I'm publishing because it's already completed. It's already in its rough draft. It's already been out. 12 copies that I had. I've been trying for years to publish this thing. This is why I started my GoFundMe. Because Wildflowers is a book that took me 3 years to finish. I started when I was 16. It's a compilation of poetry, thoughts, real life stories, memoirs. It could be dark, but the darkness projects light. Believe that.
Definitely.
Think about a young woman, who was never too Puerto Rican enough for her family, or she was never too hood enough for New York City. She was never too bougie, or never too American and Italian enough for Massachusetts. I love my New England people. A lot of people, they ask me, where are you from? What's your hometown? Okay, yes, I was born and raised in Spanish Harlem. But my mother left to Massachusetts in '89. We lived in Concord. John Hancock. John Hancock. You know what I mean? So, like, I was like the only Latina in the elementary school for that time. In 1989, in Concord, Massachusetts, I was the only Latina in the entire elementary school. That was a lot to deal with. I felt racism for the first time in my life.
Okay, see, okay.
You know? And that's a serious topic. We're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
But that's just some of the struggles and some of the things that, arts and humanities, it's all entailed, it's all involved. It's your own opinion. We're Americans. We have the freedom to speak our mind. And that's all in there. And it's been going on in this country since everybody knows, Because some people look at me, they're like, oh, you Italian? I'm like, no, I'm not Italian. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's okay. It's okay. I love my Italians. I love Italians. You kidding me? Yeah.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Bensonhurst. No, but those are the American Italians. And you got the real Latin Italian. Listen, I love Italy. They're European people. They're amazing people. And I love the fact that, like, Italian is just like one of my. I remember when I was a kid, I said, I want to marry an Italian. I almost did. My ex, I love him to death. We're still friends to this day. But that's some of the things that I want to bring up in our show, because people love they want to get to know me. I've noticed that I get a lot of messages about, oh, I want to work with you. I want to curate with you. There's something about you. I think your energy is fire. Like, what is it? Oh my God, how did you do this? I had the dream team, bro, on my very first art show. I had people like Rhino on my very first art show. I had, people like Hectad and Yes One. Like, I didn't know anybody from a hole in the wall. I even got to meet Diva before she died. Rest in peace to a female graph writer that goes by Diva. She used to write Diva. Yeah, I went to Avant-Garde. I got to go to one of her fundraisers, man, and I got to meet the woman and see her story. You see, and I spoke to her, and I thought that was really dope, because there's not many female graph writers that get, recognition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely a beautiful soul right there.
She's great, man. She gave me a hug. And rest in peace to her, Actually, somebody just in our community, to the street art and the graffiti, somebody just passed away. I think it's Rec. Was it a Rec? R-E-K, he writes. Or something like that. So, and it's sad, because a lot of people are like, oh, rest in peace. It's sad. But you know what? At least she left her mark here, man. She was a female graph writer who got a lot of respect, and she was very talented.
Oh, and her name will always live on.
Her name will always, exactly. There's always people throwing her name up. Yep.
And wind up in all types of wars. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, all types of wars. Because I still saw the other day in Brooklyn, actually, where I was at, in Bushwick, that somebody had did that. They wrote on the wall, R.I.P. Diva.
Yeah, she's always on.
So people still repping for her. People still going to write her name, even though she's gone,
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of, in the last year or two, it's been a lot of fallen soldiers that,
Yeah. Like right now, our boy over here in the Bronx, I think it's Wreck. A lot of people saying, I just saw on my block the other day, I posted a picture, and people were like, yo, wow. And I did a good job with the picture. I like it. I forgot where they wrote it, but that's sad. I don't know how he died, but rest in peace to him. And I've been hearing a lot of stories, about Graf from back in the days, that, like when you was talking about the brass knuckles, why they used to carry those things. If you could just tell us, why would they carry tools like that?
I apologize to Brett.
No, I'm just saying.
No. Because the moment I was talking about the brass knuckles, it was at the moment we was talking about the King Tens, and the brass knuckles is actually a brand of a THC oil.
That's where the thing came from. That's dope though, because you reminded me of the tools they used to carry.
Yeah. I mean, I still fuck. I mean, I got brass knuckles, Anyway, don't let. But still, it's just we was talking about the oil, the THC
No, but
oil,
listen.
knuckles from Cali.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope. Okay, I got you. The oil brand is called. Yeah, but no, but when I interviewed, who was it that I interviewed? I interviewed a graph writer. I'm not gonna say his name, and I interviewed him. He reps Queens. I know that. And the thing is he told me that back in the days, there was so much rivalries and so many territorial things between the boroughs and the graffiti crews and that whole thing. So he used to tell me, he said that when people used to go bombing back in the days, that they would carry actual like brass knuckles or hammers. They would, you know what I'm saying? They had all kinds of equipment and tools that they would go bombing with, but why? I asked him why. Is it because they needed those tools to go bombing? He goes, no, they needed it to protect themselves.
Right,
so that's important.
By any means necessary. By any means
necessary. You see, because if you're out there bombing and then you start ragging somebody's name or something, then things get all confused. And I don't know, there's a whole, that's a whole world that only the graffiti writers can understand. That's a whole world that people don't understand. Yeah, it's part of the lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. Shout out to New York City. He's got that song. He just came back from his London tour. Shout out to my homeboy. And then, you know what I mean? He has a song that's called It's a Lifestyle. It's a Lifestyle. So that's dope because that's part of the lifestyle. See, graffiti, it's a culture. It's just like the hip hop, It's a lifestyle. And that's what people... Yeah, people don't understand it. They don't get it. You see, and it's not every graffiti writer wants to be an artist. They're not artists. They're vandals. Okay, they vandalize. Some of them want to be artists. Some of them venture out. They design merch. They make a name for themselves. Their name starts to mean something, starts to have value, like Hectad. Shout out to Hectad and Rhino, some of the biggest writers from back in the day in the Bronx, that now their paintings and their things are selling up into the $35,000. That's a lot of money for your name, bro.
Scuff, White
Scuff, that's my boy, Scuff, yeah.
Scuff is a great example.
Yeah. Shout out to all my boys, everybody that I know in Graph, like Jamma. Jamma was in my show. He's really dope. He's from back in the days. He's an amazing artist. Shout out to Jamma, And I just can't believe that, if you write your name that much, or you're really talented, or you connect somehow with something, or who knows what, but if you could utilize that talent, because see, a lot of these writers know how to draw, man. They know how to sketch. They know how to illustrate, man. They're not just writing their names. These people have talent. And that's what I wanted to showcase. That's why I did the street art poetry mashup for my first art show. It was called the Wild Movement Art Show. Why? Because I began documenting street art, interviewing these graffiti writers, and I started noticing that they have stories to tell, testimonial, they have a calling. Like each person writes for a different reason. You feel me, bro?
Rebellious.
Yeah, but each person that I've interviewed, exactly. Bomb the system, yeah. Yeah, they had a calling, they had a message.
Us versus them. It's, certain things, It's like I think it's not for everybody because they're costing
It's not for everybody, yeah. That's right.
Freedom, I'll tell you that
That's
much.
That's right, I'll tell you that much. Yeah.
So, you're risking a lot.
Yeah, risking a lot.
Shout out to Too Devious. That's the family right there.
Yeah. Give them shout outs, kid.
Strong.
Stop dropping them shout outs, bro. I love that, yo. I love how the graffiti community, how they all know of each other, all the different groups and stuff. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty dope, man. I really do.
My family, TDO, TWA. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty...
Product of the 90s.
Yeah. I'm gonna start getting into. Right now I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. That I'm in this. There's a web series that we're trying to pitch to Netflix. Shout out to Gotti Productions from Queens. Shout out to Bam Films. Shout out to all my hot Ecuadorians from Queens. Mi gente, Guayaquil. These guys have started a movement, and I'm all with it. Shout out to Gotti Productions. We just wrapped up filming the other day. It's Dawn Costa. You guys look out for that. I play a victim. There's a gun to my head, but don't get happy because there's no trigger. So, with that being said, I'm working on a. You like that, right? So listen. With that being said, I'm working on another film with them, and it's called La Karma. Think about it, karma, La Karma, and I'm gonna play.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a part. They told me to come up with a name for the lady. She has a son. His name is Victor, and he's a drug dealer and all this stuff. So I don't want to give us too much stuff away, but that's all in the making, behind the scenes for J Love's Wild Entertainment and our brand partnerships with Gotti Productions. Why? Wait, shoot! I'm on live. Hello. You can't talk on live to me. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to chill, bro. I'm working. This is my art studio. Thank you. Excuse me, I'm on live. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm on live. You know, like people want to just open my door. I should just lock it. But anywho, so, you know, that's the thing. Graffiti's graffiti. Art is art. A lot of people get confused and they're like, you know, they think that they're artists, or they think that look, I know what they're doing is wrong, and everybody's like, oh, why do you represent something that's a crime? I said it goes deeper than that. It goes a lot deeper than that, to me, anyway. That's my opinion.
It does. It's a story, you know. Everybody has their story, and that's a matter of fact. But you know, at this moment, one time for the new, you know, for whoever's tuning in too, and you could let them know how we're gonna, you know, bring, you know, some artists in. They could tell their story.
Yes, I already told people that
And
we're going to be doing interviews, and you know, I'll be on site doing a lot of stuff, you know, for, you know, the show's gonna develop as the network develops, as you know, if they do the video streaming. I don't know if they're still gonna do it, but that'll be hot. But either way, I'm still gonna have people call in. We're gonna interview people. I think it's gonna be a great opportunity for the writers community to just communicate with us about their things and what it is and their culture, because that also coincides with hip hop and art and everything that I love. So yeah. You know, I'm not trying to say that it's going to be just a graffiti art show, but that's what I represent, and I want people to understand that. You see, I can't just have my show and not talk about what got me here. You see?
definitely right.
That's what's important to me, is the message. People are like, oh, what's the wild movement about? Then look it up. There's a story. It's on GoFundMe. www, whatever, how many W's, GoFundMe.com/JLoves. There's a link on my Instagram page. People hit me up all the time on the wild DMs. Like, yo, what's your movement about? Click on that link, brother. You don't have to donate, but you can read the story.
Definitely. And once again, Hector Calderon and Chris, yeah, I like that. I know what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
I know what y'all talking about.
Shout out to shout out to, isn't that Lila's friend? What's his name? Hector? I don't know. There was a guy that hit me up. There was a graph writer from back in the day. He says he knows Rich and Lila. I don't know if that's him.
I'm not sure. I know, you know, shout out to BRT, BTC, BTD, RIP Spec, RIP Chinks, man. See,
Wow,
names
you know,
live
there's a
on.
lot of,
They live on. The names live on, man.
the
They
names live on.
forever.
The names mean something. They're leaving an imprint on this, you know. This is exactly about building. This is what I love about it. That's what I'm doing. I'm building a foundation, right? And I'm building an empire for who? For Cito and Destiny, my kids. That's what I'm doing. That's what my movement's about, right? I'm doing this not to make money, but to leave a foundation, a legacy behind. I want my books to be published. My story needs to be told, you see? And that's what I was put here to do. And it was confirmed that day when Bust came to that interview and said, do you know that that's my tag from more than 15 years ago? That
Right.
picture, that gate's been painted over, them tags are gone. I have it.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
beauty of it, you see? Because when they do the wash-ups and they wash the walls, and that shit kills me, because and look what happened at 5 Points, like all that stuff, you know?
I agree.
I feel like some of the stuff needs to stay. It shouldn't be washed away. Some of it, yes, I understand it needs to go, but some things don't. I honestly believe that people are starting to come to terms and realize that street art is so necessary. Street art is necessary. You
Definitely. I
know?
mean, it's just bright. It's just it's part of New York. I mean, if you think about it, it's just advertising just the same way they advertise everything else, like they advertise McDonald's and Victoria's Secrets and everything else. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? It's the same. You just advertising yourself without even knowing.
It's pretty smart.
That's it.
Smart,
Yeah.
smart, whatever you want to call it. You know?
That's that Boston. The Boston came out smart.
That's in New England. You already know, kid. That's right. I'm a Pats fan. I said it. That's right. Represent New England, son. Oh, you know it. Shoot. Massachusetts. What? Shout out to my peoples. Kelly Parenti. Shout out to Jennifer Barilli. Shout out to Barbetta's. All the freaking Baratis. Everybody over there. The Kriegers. Shout out to my girls. Shout out to Discoli. Everybody. Every freaking body. I love you guys all. Shout out to Anderson the Silva. All the Brazilians, the Brasileños out there. Shout out to all my Albanians out there. Shout out to my Portuguese people out there. Everybody. When I was growing up, I was part of every crew, bro. I was down with the punk rockers. I was down with the gothic crew. I was down with these hippie people. I was down with the cholas and the cholos in high school with those girls with that black stuff on their lips. I was down with every crew, the preppy ones, the bougie ones. I'm like a chameleon. Like I could talk to anybody. You feel me? That's what it is. Like I bring people together. I bring artists together. Shout out to my peoples over in Criminal Minded. What's his name? Shout out to my boy Niso. That's what's up. The Jungle Brothers and all that. Yeah. So,
That's what's up.
that's my 501. Shout out to the 501. You know what I'm
Low
saying? Because
life.
shout out to the low lives. They've been, it's crazy how they just like people don't even know. I mean, there's low life sectors over in Mass. Shout out to my boy Spin Low, Young Low. He's doing his thing. His son is like a producer. He's only like 12 years old. He's working with the son of the guy over here from the low lives over here. I forgot his name, but he's big time. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm about bringing people together, bringing art and music and poetry into one art show. It's something that's very unique, something that I think is very
That's
unique.
Chris.
You know, it's
Yep.
very unique what I do. So it's very different, and that's what generated so much buzz. You see? I mean, it helps that I have a pretty face, right?
Yeah.
I say it with all modesty. I clean up swell. you
So
know?
36 and getting younger, right?
Right. You know how they say, black don't crack, but Spanish don't vanish. you know? And I just, I love everybody, and I think that the energy that I have, it could be very overwhelming for a lot of people, and they don't know how to handle me properly. You see, they think they know me, but they don't. and I think it would
This
be
is
really
their
fun.
chance. This is
Yeah,
their
this is
chance
my
right here.
chance. This is my chance right here. There's a voice behind this beautiful face. There's a voice in my soul. There's a young girl in there who's still 16, and she's here, and she's here to stay. And you will be seeing me signing books at Barnes and Nobles one day. I guarantee you. Get wild to die trying. Heard?
Uh-huh.
Shout out to 50 Cent. Shoot, man.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to freaking 50 Cent. I remember he was coming back from the All Stars game when I used to work in LaGuardia Airport. Shout out to all my peoples in Queens, man. Wow, man. Shout out to Julio, my Ecuadorians, bro. Those are my peoples, you heard? So it's like working in LaGuardia Airport, I got to see a lot of celebrities. I saw the guy. I remember when P Diddy was flying and he had Bentley with the guy with the umbrella. He would come,
Yeah.
walk him through with the. Oh, you had to see this. It's crazy the way he had that guy. But look, that guy became real famous. That guy became big. The one who used to carry the umbrella for Diddy.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
He knew exactly what he was doing. You kidding me? You got to respect
Yeah,
that hustle, bro.
he was just playing. He was just playing a role. That's it.
Yeah, you got to
Playing a
respect the
role
hustle.
himself.
I respect his hustle. Who else I met? I met LL Cool J 3 times working in LaGuardia Airport. Patti LaBelle. I met this name. What's his name from the Isley Brothers? No, what's his name? Shit, from the Isley Brothers. I forgot. Mr.
The R.
Biggs.
Kelly one.
Mr. Biggs. Yeah, Mr. Biggs. Who else? I met Patti LaBelle. LL Cool J. Oh, I met the Brat. Shout out to the Brat. She invited me to her music studio in Chinatown. When I met Cool J, I was pregnant with Cito, and he gave me the licked his lips, and he meant peace and love, baby, and then put the peace sign on my belly. I was pregnant with my
Yeah.
son. He's so gorgeous. LL Cool J is so fine. Oh my God. I was like, this is crazy. So I met him 3 times.
Ron
And
Nicely, that's his name, Ron Nicely. Shout out John Paul Shelton. Salute my
yeah,
brother.
who's that? Shout
John
out to
Paul
who?
Shelton,
John Paul.
always, yeah, he's always on the check and always showing love.
That's what's up. That's freaking dope, man. Shout out to everybody who's listening right now. Look, just so you guys know, I don't have the top chat up. I'm sorry, I can't communicate with you guys like that. But my monitor is broken, and you know the rules of the game. I got to make sure that I sound correct on the line, so I can't put the speakerphone and I can't use no other phones. So just I really appreciate all of you listening in to what I have to say. I think it's pretty dope, man. You know, who else did I meet? Let's see. Oh, well, shout out to Andre 3000. I met him just the other day or something, like back in the summer or something. I was in the Turkish bath. I was in a Turkish bath. I was in Wall Street or Gold Street, one of them Turkish bath things. It was like all, spa and stuff. And he was in there with his towel in the steam room. I met him, but then I saw him again at a bodega in the Lower East Side. Shout out to my boy Damien who got the edibles on. He approached him. He was like, yo, he was like, Andre 3000, oh my God, would you take a picture? I was like, oh, what up? Didn't I see you in the Turkish bath the other day?
See, what about do you have any stories if you met somebody and had a bad experience?
No, you know
Like
who
with
was
any
really
artist?
nice to, no bad experiences, thank God. I met
Uh,
Amber Rose, you guys, before she blew up, when she was Kanye's girl.
okay.
And then like she was like not that famous at that time. She was standing over there in front of this modeling agency. I don't know if it was Elite or Ford. I'm not sure. I used to have a lot of connections with them when I used to work in the beauty industry. So the thing is like she approached me and said, "Oh, I like your outfit." I was like, "Are you Kanye's girlfriend?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm Amber Rose." I was like,
Uh,
I was like, "Yo, I think you're dope, man." I was like, "Honestly, you're complimenting my outfit." She's like, "Yeah, I think it's pretty sick." I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Okay, thanks, bye." Like it was just really, because you don't expect that. You see, she was very humble. Uh, she was just standing out there, no entourage, no paparazzi. At that time, she really wasn't where she is now. You see, and it's just like, how do I explain it? She looked so beautiful, like a normal person, like, and then she complimented my outfit. That's when I said, "Oh wow, I must have great sense of style," because I really people ask me all the time like about my style and stuff like that. Look, I'm not a beauty blogger and I'm not a fashionista or that kind of thing. I wear what I like and what's comfortable, to be honest.
exactly. That's it, exactly.
You know.
That is
And I'm
like
not going to give thousands of dollars for a Celine bag. I don't want Gucci or Prada. I mean, they could stay with it if they ask me, unless I'm getting something at the Newberry Commons or something, like one of those you know what I mean, the outlets or whatever. But I'm not gonna be spending you crazy. That's just ridiculous. $5,500 for a bag, for a leather bag. I'm like, what? Celine. It is
my
beautiful though.
attitude.
Celine bags are good. Yo, listen, we got kids to raise, Papa.
Yeah, my attitude is I don't let the clothes make me look nice. I try to make the clothes look nice,
That's
and
a
that way I
dope
can get
slogan.
back
I
in
love it.
everything.
Oh my God, that's a slogan. Say it again.
I say I really don't. I make the clothes look nice. I don't try to let the clothes make me look nice. That's just my
My boy
attitude.
Yao
You know what I'm
says,
saying?
yo, you know what I mean? I make the clothes look good on me, son.
That's
I
why
think that is
I
so
rock
dope.
anything. I rock a white beating shorts and Timbs, and I'm
Hey,
good. That's it.
that's it. I'll be
You
rocking a pair of chanclas from what is it? Payless.
know, I ain't got to
Oh
rock
my
no
God, my girlfriend
Yeezys.
Lourdes. She used to call, YSL, so we used to say, Lourdes, where you got these shoes? And it's like, she goes, oh, I got this in, ¿cómo es? PYS. I go, what? I go, where? She's like, Payless, but she tried to give it its own abbreviation. I thought it was so cute. Oh man, shout out to Lourdes, man. I miss my girls in the beauty industry. I really do. I mean, I wouldn't go back now. Working in a salon and spa with all the bochinche and all the freaking competition, que si esta, que si aquello. I'd be like, oh God, please. And then you got shout out to, I love all you guys, my LGBT community, but these old queens, it's like, bro, you're 65 years old and gay. Go retire. Stop cutting hair already. Jesus Christ. You complain more than the women's. But anyway,
Mhm.
the beauty industry is nothing to mess with, man. You think the entertainment industry is crazy? The beauty industry is crazy, man. It's just the same. Too much competition. Everybody talking crap. It's insane. You know? I can't
Yeah,
handle
I
it.
hear you.
Yeah, people think I do professional makeup. No, I don't. But thank you. I do my own makeup, but I cannot do it on anybody else. You know, I don't do that. My thing is guest in relations for salons and spas. You know, the PR liaison, things like that, like public relations and all that good shit. But I can't be doing people's hair and my God, it's a lot of work. Too much work. You think
Yeah.
about standing up all day long cutting somebody's hair. My girlfriend got carpal tunnel in her wrists from doing the blow dries all these years. Shout out to Roxy Jewels, better cop that merch. Glory Rocks Brooklyn. It's my girl brand partnership with J Love's Wild Entertainment. Shout out to Roxy. She said, "My, I don't want to blow hair no more. I'm gonna get in the merch." I said, "Good luck with that one." And she's doing swell for herself. So congratulations. And that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. Shout out to Skull and Tones, man. That's another movement that I believe very firmly in. Shout out to my boys. They doing it from Cali to London to freaking you name it, bro. SkullandTones.com. I have a lot of people that I love. I have a lot of people that I have to say have shown me loyalty.
And just in case, to let you know, so far we've been 2 hours in, 2 hours plus 5.
I think that now is a good
6:13.
time to. Is it possible, Rich, that we could play another song, or how does it look? Should we keep going? Because I could talk for days, or should we cut it down? I don't know. This is my pilot, and I know coming into this, I was told that if it looks good, we could go longer. I don't know, so I really don't know where we at this point. But shout out to us because Wild Ruckus has been on the air for what 2 hours. It's 6:13. I think we started a little bit after 4 p.m.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So shout out to us. Shout out to Wild Ruckus. You heard that. Shout out. Thank you to everybody who was, donating and stuff. That is dope as hell. It's amazing. Thank you.
Everybody listening, everybody.
Everybody listening, they in on that wild ruckus, that wild talk, the wild facts with that wild style and the wild walks. Let me tell you how I rhyme everything. I love writing poetry, man. It is the only reason why I'm saying today. Yeah, people, J Love is sane. So, yeah. I just love it. I think that writing has been the creative outlet that has gotten me through some of my darkest times in my life. My mother is a writer, My mother writes. I have a treasure chest full of all of her writing in Spanish and English. So, my mother's a writer. Shout out to la doña, mami, te quiero, mi cielo, mi vida. Voy pa' que sí, te voy a ver, mi vieja. Carmen Lydia Gonzalez. She was the most beautiful girl in Spanish Harlem at that time. That's why they called her muñeca, which means doll face in Spanish.
And she said what she said in Spanish. In another word, she wants to go visit the grandma, if I'm not mistaken. And kissing me, right? In Spanish.
Oh, sorry, guys. Yes, I was saying to my mother, I'm so sorry. So, yeah, I want to go see her. Yo, shout out to Florida. Shout out to Kissimmee, all my Puerto Ricans. That's little Puerto Rico over there. I love Florida. And it's dope because when I went wild blogging in Florida, I got to meet up with some awesome people that actually were fans of mine. They started showing me around town. So shout out to them peoples. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's pretty dope that I got to see the West Art District of Orlando. And shout out to Rhino because he is on top of that. I mean, they did up that place like no tomorrow. They hooked it up. The walls looked phenomenal. They were going to shut down this place. These graph writers said, we're going to give art to the West Art District of Orlando, and we're going to do it New York style.
Shout out KGB.
And I think it's pretty amazing what they're doing there with the West Art District of Orlando. And I'm so blessed that I got a chance to see it right when it was, in its transition, if you will, of different pieces that are going up on the walls over there. I also got to go to Wynwood. Wynwood Walls is phenomenal. Shout out to Nikolai Khan. One time he had I think 25 pieces in Wynwood. So yeah, he's a beast mode. That guy could paint the mural for days. Oh my God, he's so talented. He was in my art show. I love his wife, Kimberlina Boricua, his wifey. She's always a great, genuine supporter. I gave her one of the little bird cages, and she named the little bird Cardi. Shout out to Cardi. So I gave away these bird cages. Everybody was like, why would you bring bird cages to the Wild Mary Jane Art Show? I said, they're flying high on cloud 20. Come on. They were cute. They had these little red birds in them. They were really adorable. And she hung up one in the therapy room. And I thought that was really amazing. I was so proud that my little bird cage is up in Nikolai Khan's or whoever's in their therapy room, or if it's at her job, whatever therapy room it is, shout out to that. That is amazing. Okay?
Down low.
Because you know what it is that therapy is very important. I'm writing a play. It's called Dark Nerd. You guys watch out for that. I'm trying to get her out there by September. She'll be at the Producers Club in Midtown, 358 West 44th Street, theproducersclub.com. Brand partnership with J Love's Wild Entertainment. And I just believe that this is going to be an opportunity where we're going to start showcasing another part of the movement, which is going to be called Wild Films NYC. Shout out to New York Nadia over in Connecticut, my peoples. New York Nadia 13. You can follow her online, New York Nadia 13. She is part of the Wild team, and she's the only other woman that is part of the Wild team, y'all. Most of them are all men. All men. That's right. J Love hangs out with nothing but men. I don't trust. It's too much competition.
You want to let them know what to expect for this Wednesday coming up at 4?
What happened, puppy?
You want to let them know what's to be expected this Wednesday at 4?
Yeah. Well, listen. This Wednesday at 4, we're going to be discussing everything. It's Wild Wednesday, you guys. And I'm going to tell you something, too. It's going to be a freaking Wu Wednesday, too. I am such a fan of Wu-Tang music. Come on now. I swear to God, I had everything Wu-Tang, man, from the, them guys, what they did with their memorabilia and their merch, man. That's a perfect example of the Wu-Tang merch and all that. Because, they really blew it up. They did their freaking thing, y'all. That is a movement in itself. Those songs are classics. There's not one person in the world who doesn't know who Wu-Tang is. I mean, if you ask me anyway. I'm just saying, they blew up. They blew up. They international. You kidding me, bro? This is like, I remember being so young. I think I was like, what, 11? Or when did they come out? What, 1990? 1990? I don't even know. I don't even remember the year. Was it 92? It's crazy. I know Nas came out before Biggie's album. I know that. I know that Nas came out with Illmatic first. I remember that. I do.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember. Yeah, Nas came out.
93. People say 93. So, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so 93. My God, I was a little girl, yo. I was born in 82. And that's a group that's like, I'm a big Method Man fan. I'm sorry. I love Method Man so much. And not only because he was like the cutest one, but that voice, that thing that he does, like, there's only one other person that I've seen that raps like that.
I came to bring the pain.
I came to bring the pain, hardcore to the pain. Check it out. That nigga's like, what? Yo, he is the truth. I'm sorry.
They all had a different charisma.
They all have a different, something different to bring to the table. Yeah.
Like Voltron, when you put them together, it was
yeah, that's dope. I like the way you did that. And that's true. They're a force to be reckoned with. And what I liked about them especially is that they were a very good example of the first set of rappers that really ventured out, to me anyway, that ventured out into film and different things. Like, they did the merch, they did film, and then this guy was doing the music for another movie. I forgot what it was, Kill Bill or something. They all did well for themselves, except, oh my God, poor, what's his face? Rest in peace, that thing. My God, Jesus Christ. No more 420 for me. It kills my brain. I can't even remember, old dirty bastard. Rest in peace, old dirty bastard. Yo, that guy killed me when he came out with the food stamp card or something on his thing. Oh my God. That guy was a nut job, bro. Oh my God. Did you remember that?
Wu-Tang for the children. Wu-Tang for the children. That's good.
He had something from a benefit. I don't know. He had something about the government. This guy's a rapper. And he still had a case. I wanted to die. I thought that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, that he still had like a, what do they call that, whatever, that welfare case, a food stamp card, whatever you want to call it. I died.
They were writing up them books.
Yo, I remember when he said, me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifier. Oh, dirty dog, no liar. Chicken fantasy hot like fire. Yo, that guy is too much, man. Rest in peace, old dirty bastard. Yeah, and what was the other guy? Inspector. No, what was the other guy that I like? I like Raekwon. I love Raekwon, yo. Um, and the other guy, I keep forgetting, Ghostface Killer, man. Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, they
It was a
definitely
dope
a
group,
good
man.
record.
Monumental. That's monumental in my life. I freaking love Wu Tang. So Wild Wednesday is gonna be. We're gonna throw a couple of jams because I know that Ruckus has them on deck already. So we'll just throw a couple of jams for our listeners. I hope he doesn't mind that I do that. I think it's dope with the whole Wild Wednesday, and I love Wu Tang. Um, and we're gonna give them a lot of artsy fartsy. I made a baby canvas that we're gonna be giving away. We'll see. I'll talk about it with you, Yao, behind the scenes. If Rich has that, I texted it to him. I don't know if he could throw it up. It's a baby canvas painted in pink. It says J Love. It's got my tag on it. Oh, Yao inspired me. It was a great idea because I already had the baby canvas and I already had it in pink and stuff. And I just did a little bit, embellished it a little bit more. I try to do the best I can to make it look pretty. I think it's pretty dope. I'm going to be giving that away. I'm going to be giving that away. We'll figure out how we're going to do it. I thought that was great inspiration. Thanks for that, Yao. I thought that was a really, really good idea that we could send that to somebody as a thank you. We'll figure out how we're going to do it. Um, on Wednesday, I would like to be a call-in opportunity. I'll talk about that with Big Rich, off the scenes, behind the scenes type stuff, and we'll see because eventually we do want to interact with people. So there might be an
Yes, yes,
opportunity where we could
yes.
do a call-in or maybe one time, like, and then we got Flashy Fridays. We're gonna be on, so we got Flashy Fridays. We're gonna be talking about and we're going to do flashback Friday. So flashy and flashback. Why? Because we want to talk about back in the days, what's flashy now, what wasn't flashy back then, that kind of thing. I'll talk to you about that more, Yao, behind the scenes, okay?
More like the then and now.
Yeah, like back then, like where they at now.
Then and now.
Then and now. Then and now. Where they at now. I'm also going to be working on articles and pieces on my off days from the show that I'm going to be utilizing. We'll talk about Take Me Back Tuesdays. I have some footage that needs to be transitioned into MP3, MP3 format, MP4, whatever that format. And there's a lot of stuff that I've been working on for this show for a very long time. You see, wow, I've been following Ruckus. I think it's already going on a year. Because I remember the summertime, but I'm not sure time flies, man. Time really, I don't even know what, like, not a year. It can't be a year because I don't know if he was out in the summer, but all I know is I put on the freaking, the YouTubes and I see this guy that's like talking and there was a lady in the car. All I remember is like all the lives. That's what it was. He was doing a lot of lives. His lives were really popping at one point. And I said to myself, who is this guy? So I was like, wow, this is like, I don't know who was in the car one day. They were arguing about cigarettes. I'm like, get that lady her cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was Lila or who it was. But the thing is that I saw something and I said, you know what? I don't know what this is. I've never done a podcast before. And I did that with Wild Ruckus. We had 5 episodes. And now we're here. And I feel really, really amazing about this. I feel really happy about this. And I'm glad that you're here too, Yao. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
on my show, bro. For real, honestly, bro.
Yeah, I already know.
Yao
Yeah.
knows. Yao, you know. So Flashy Fridays is definitely something that I'm gonna get some images and stuff. Probably some of my best looks, some of my best, fancy schmancy photography shoots, if you will. I've got a couple of things under wraps, but we'll see. And then it'll be nice that we could throw up some stuff on there for Flashy Fridays. We'll be talking about then and now. We'll pick out some stuff because I remember I was looking. Where was I? SOBs. Shout out to SOBs. Shout out to Chris Rivers, Big Pun's son, and Lumi D. Lumi D, y'all. She actually does have an album. She was the one hit wonder, but she is still in the game. Unfortunately, a lot of these artists don't get showcased the way they should. You know how it goes down. You're a big thing one day, and then it's on to the next. But shout out to Lumi D because Jamel Knight opened up for her in Vermont, and she was on stage the other day at SOBs, and I saw somebody repost. I think I saved it too. It's some music that she's doing now. I think it's amazing that she's still out there doing music. I think that's dope. People tend to think like, okay, she's washed up or she had a one hit wonder. No, she's still grinding underground and she's still doing her thing. So shout out to Lumi D, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
True,
There's a
true.
lot of things that don't get played on the radio, man. That's a whole nother ball game. You got to pay thousands of dollars now for a DJ to play your song at a club. It is not the same, bro. It's not the same. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
different world out there, bro.
That's one thing. I'm not into
Especially,
the club scene, so I don't
yeah, I'm not into
know.
the club scene, but when I go to places like when I get invited, it depends. Like if a Hundred Keys Entertainment label invites me to something, I'll shout out the Hundred Keys Entertainment label, y'all Hot 97 folks, like all them good peoples. But the thing is, yeah, LB, shout out to LB, Red Team, Brooklyn, we love you, my wild god, you already know what it is. Dope Music Monopoly, Dope Music Models, you know, hashtag 400, like all that good stuff. But to play somebody's song on the radio. It takes it, and to keep it on heavy rotation. I mean, I'm tired of listening to the radio. It's the same songs over and over and over again.
That's a machine.
So,
That's what they call the machine. The jukebox.
yeah, but I really found that I don't listen to the radio anymore. I'm not taking away from that. I'm just giving you my honest opinion about how I feel and why is it that when my girlfriend says, "Oh, put on a song that you like," I go straight to my email and I put up one of the people that's on my shows because their music has so much more meaning. Shout out to Reaching Nova. He's dope. Shout out to that track Road So Empty that Dave East is on it. Okay? I mean, it's people like Reaching Nova who are our next Nas, who are our next J. Cole, who represent real hip hop, who are versatile and could be like Drake and do a trap and a hip hop. Shout out to their camp, King's Legacy, Queensbridge, Staten Island, freaking Long Island, and all that good stuff. Brooklyn, they represent every borough. They represent everything that has to do with real hip hop, and they're stand up people. I respect that movement. Make sure you guys let it be known. Hashtag King's Legacy, y'all. Reaching Nova. Nova stands for no one is victorious alone. Let's bring unity back. You hear that?
There we go. That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
So, okay.
All right. So we bring unity
So,
back. Yeah. And
that's
I
it.
really represent unity, you guys, and I really love people who represent it as well. You know. Oh, I gotta go to the kitchen and get something to drink.
So,
But I can still stay on the phone. I mean,
yeah.
what time is it now?
It's,
I don't know if we should shut it down at 6:30. I got things to do. I
yeah,
gotta be at the producers club by 8 o'clock. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, but,
Okay, so listen, you guys, I
it's,
gotta be at the producers club at 6:30. I gotta go. Thanks for listening. This is Wild Ruckus with J Love and Yao, and we'll see you guys. Well, yeah,
yeah.
we'll chat with you guys on Wednesday. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for all the donations. Ciao.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Ruckus. Huh? Melissa, for life.
Uh,
Huh? For life. You heard? Thank you. Ciao.
thank you.